Hey, welcome to Firescale Audiobooks. If you enjoy our audiobooks, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, feel free to share your review in the comments section below.
Only Yang Ran could use such a method to anger others. I'm really sorry. I didn't know, so I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Yang Ran apologized nervously on the surface, but in fact, she was laughing her head off inside. Wang Yun smiled awkwardly. Yang Ran continued fearlessly. Then Aunt Yun, are you here to stay temporarily or to visit Maihe? After saying that, she lowered her head to eat and secretly noticed Wang Yun's expression. Wang Yun's expression changed again and again. She hesitated and did not know how to answer. Lu Yushi wanted to laugh, but could not. She almost suffered internal injuries from holding back her laughter. Yang Ran, you're really great. I don't even know how to praise you anymore. After Yang Ran asked this question, there was no other sound from the dining table. It was extremely awkward. Lu Jingming coughed twice to resolve the atmosphere and said, "Don't say any more. Let's eat." Everyone had their own thoughts during the meal. Meanwhile, the Wang mother and daughter also hated Yang Ran for the words that Yang Ran said at the dining table. After sending Yang Ran off, Lu Yushi brought the pudding back to her room and placed its nest next to her. She could not leave the pudding outside. Now that the Wang mother and daughter were on fire, what if she stewed her pudding therefore? She decisively hid the pudding well. On the last day of the exam, the students studied even harder. Because they were taking the math exam, some were happy while others were worried. Seeing that Yang Ran was reading seriously, Lu Yushi was relieved. She hoped that her tutoring session would be useful. Lu Yushi finished answering the questions not long after the paper was opened. This time, she was not in a hurry to hand in the paper. Instead, she lay on the table and slept. She only wanted to give Yang Ran some confidence, so she did not leave. The other students thought that Lu Yushi would definitely have a low score this time. She would definitely not be able to write anymore. She even fell asleep on her desk. It seemed that she was really good at math. She even managed to get rid of such a good Lu Yushi. It was strange. Lu Yushi's results could be said to be in the bottom of the class, but she had been full of confidence in the exam recently. Those who did not know would think that she was possessed. As the bell rang, the invigilator closed the papers one by one. When he received Lu Yushi's papers, he had a mocking look on his face. He heard that she was the first to hand in her papers. Why was she the invigilator this time? Why didn't she know how to do it? She probably did not dare to cheat anymore. Oh, it was even filled. The invigilator thought so this time because he was a liberal arts teacher. He did not know much about mathematics. Lu Yushi saw his mocking gaze and ignored him. He knew this teacher. The nephew of the vice principal, Li Yuji, and Li Yuji were about 27. He was 28 years old and looked decent, but his smile was extremely wretched. It was unknown what method he had used to get a teacher's certificate. He had relied on the vice principal to enter the school and taught a bunch of nonsense. It was hard to understand. If anyone in his class failed the subjects he taught, without any discussion, he would ask the parents to take them back for 2 days. Lu Yushi was unfortunate to be in his class. She was also unfortunate to have Lu Jingming take her back to reflect, so she hated this teacher to death. Yang Ran, who had collected the papers earlier, ran to Lu Yushi's seat and asked, "Then why is Li Yuji looking at you like that? Haven't you seen a beauty before?" Lu Yushi smiled and said, "I'm not looking at a beauty. He's clearly here to pick a fight." Yang Ran playfully stuck out her tongue at Li Yuji's back and said, "Why is he picking a fight with you? Have you offended him?" "I don't dare to offend him. What if he asks my dad to bring me back to reflect on my mistakes?" Lu Yushi said with a smile. "Then why is he looking at you like that?" Yang Ran was puzzled. "He wants to catch me cheating. Last time he asked my dad to bring me back, I became enemies with him. This time, he probably heard that I always hand in my papers in advance and wanted to catch me cheating. I just happened to ring the bell to hand in my papers. He thought that I failed to cheat, not to mention how happy he was," Lu Yushi recalled and said. "That's right. Then why are you so slow in handing your papers this time?" Yang Ran was puzzled. "I'm still waiting for you. Let's see if you can pass the exam. How is it? How did you do?" Lu Yushi looked as if she had completely forgotten about the exam. Speaking of this, Yang Ran excitedly grabbed Lu Yushi's hand and said, Xiaoxi, you're so amazing. The formulas you showed me yesterday can be used for many questions. This time, I definitely won't fail. Xiaoxi, thank you. As she said this, she threw herself onto Lu Yushi and kissed her. Lu Yushi rolled her eyes at her. You're enough. If you continue like this, I'll beat you up. All right, I'm just teasing you. I can still speak English in the afternoon, so I should be able to pass. Let's go, let's eat. As she said that, she pulled Lu Yushi up and left. Yang ran, and Lu Yushi chose a restaurant that was more delicious. All right, Xiao Ran, where's your grandmother? Why haven't I seen her invite me over to your house to play recently? As she said that, she cut a piece of steak and put in her mouth. Speaking of Yang Ran's grandmother, Lu Yushi felt a little sad. Yang Ran's grandfather had passed away when she was in her second year of high school. Her grandmother had also suffered from Alzheimer's disease, which was commonly known as Alzheimer's disease. This was also good, at least she would not miss her deceased husband too much. She could drive every day because of this. However, Lu Yushi remembered that there was a time when her grandmother did not remember that Lu had gone missing when she went home. Then, there was a car accident. The driver of the accident had been photographed as her grandmother bleeding to death. If she remembered correctly, it was 2 days before the exam. She could not. Grandmother Yang liked her so much and loved her like her own granddaughter. How could she let something happen to her grandmother? Yang Ran took a sip of her drink. Grandmother is at home. What's wrong? Why are you suddenly asking about grandmother? Lu Yushi put down the cutlery in her hand and looked at Yang Ran seriously. Yang Ran felt goosebumps from her stare. Why are you looking at me like that? Xiao Ran, you must keep an eye on Grandma for the next 2 days. Don't let her go out alone, understand? Lu Yushi grabbed Yang Ran tightly and said. Yang Ran asked nervously, Xiaoxi, what's wrong? Why do you want to keep an eye on Grandma for the next 2 days? Did something happen? It's nothing. I just want you to keep an eye on her. You don't have to care about anything else. Remember, you must keep an eye on her. It's best if you don't go out to play these 2 days. Stay with Grandma, understand? Lu Yushi emphasized repeatedly. Got it, Yang Ran replied. Lu Yushi's eyelids kept twitching during the English exam in the afternoon. She had a feeling that something big was going to happen. She looked at the simple English exam questions and finished the written exam in no time. In the process of listening, Lu Yushi felt her eyelids twitching faster and faster. She started to get distracted as she listened. She didn't know if she had written correctly. As she listened, she recalled the memories of her previous life. She remembered that in her previous life, Grandma Yang had an accident in the afternoon. At that time, she and Yang Ran had just come out of the exam room when they heard about this terrible news. In other words, something happened between her and Yang Ran during the examination period. It happened to be the last day of the examination, and nothing happened 2 days ago. Wasn't that today Lu Yushi secretly cursed herself for being stupid? When she heard the last question, Lu Yushi could no longer calm herself down to listen. She casually wrote in A and turned to look at Yang Ran, who was still writing. She tidied up her things and slammed the examination paper on the podium. Then, she ran out without looking back. Lu Yushi would not be able to see the expressions on the students' faces after she left. The students stared at Lu Yushi's back with their mouths agape. They were so stunned that they even forgot to listen. The 3 invigilators did not even have time to react. They did not even see who ran out. No matter how amazing they could not be so fast. Since when did their school have such a genius? The invigilator coughed twice. Hey, come back to your senses. The others have already finished writing. Don't tell me that you have already written your listening comprehension. When the students heard this, they all started writing in embarrassment. Yang Ran looked at the door where Lu Yushi left. What happened this time? Why was Xiaoxi so anxious again? After leaving the school gate, Lu Yushi was so anxious that she wanted to take a taxi, but she did not get a car. Lu Yushi was so anxious that she first called for help. She frantically searched through her bag, but she did not find anything. Oh no, she had already left her cell phone and wallet at home. What should she do? Lu Yushi gritted her teeth and ran away. She could not wait anymore. She could not let anything happen to Grandma Yang. How could she be so unlucky? She had been anxious several times after her rebirth. How could so many things happen in such a short amount of time? Lu Yushi was worried as she ran. She didn't see the car that had turned around. The sound of brakes screeching across the sky. Lu Yushi, who had suddenly rushed out, fell to the ground. The driver, Master Lu, was startled. He gripped the steering wheel tightly and trembled slightly. At this moment, the man who had been sitting in the back seat opened his eyes that were originally closed to rest. He said coldly, "What happened?" "Boss, I bumped into someone." Master Lu was so nervous that he stuttered. The man in the back seat frowned. "Go down and take a look." Master Lu hurriedly opened the door and got out of the car. "Miss, are you okay?" Lu Yushi slowly got up from the ground and patted the dust off her butt. The pain in her knee made her moan involuntarily. Fortunately, she was tired after running for a while, so she didn't exert too much force. She only cut 10% of the skin on her knee. Otherwise, she might have died again. "Miss, are you really okay? Your knee is bleeding. It looks very serious. Do you want me to take you to the hospital?" Master Lu asked with concern. Lu Yushi endured the pain in her knee and smiled to let the driver rest assured. "Master, I'm fine. You can't take me to the hospital. I have a presumptuous request. I don't know if I should say it or not." "Miss, don't say that. If you have something to say, just say it. It's like this. I don't know what happened today. It's so hard to get a taxi. I'm in a hurry. Can you take me for a ride?" Lu Yushi asked anxiously. Master Lu was a little hesitant. The boss never got close to women. Wouldn't it be bad to let her ride? Looking at Lu Yushi's pitiful and anxious expression, Master Lu braced himself and walked to the man's side. "Boss, that lady said she has an urgent matter. She wants to hitch a ride with us." Lu Yushi saw the driver walk to the back seat and talk to the person inside. Speaking of which, this person was really rich. This black SMY was a limited edition luxury car that had recently come out. It was not cheap and only sold 3 in the world. She did not expect to see it again. It was quite cool. But now was not the time to think about it. She still had to save Grandma Yang. Lu Yushi looked at Master Lu anxiously, hoping that he would bring good news and that the owner of the car was a very kind person. After Master Lu finished speaking, he kept looking at the boss, waiting for his instructions. He thought for a moment and said, "Since she doesn't want any compensation and only wants a short distance, you can bring her along." Hearing the boss say this, Master Lu couldn't believe it. When did the boss, who usually didn't allow girls to get close to him, become like this? The master quickly ran to Lu Yushi's side. "Miss, my boss said that he can take you for a while." When she heard this, Lu Yushi quickly opened the car door and saw the owner of the car opposite her when she opened the back door. She could not help but be stunned. The exquisite side profile, the tall nose, the perfect outline, and the perfect side profile were simply the works that God was most satisfied with. Heibu did not even take a glance at Lu Yushi from the moment she opened the door until she got into the car. He had been resting with his eyes closed. The first impression Heibu gave Lu Yushi was that this man was so cold, as if the people in the outside world did not have much to do with this man. Lu Yushi glanced at him, but didn't look at him. In Lu Yushi's mind, such a perfect man wouldn't belong to her. In Lu Yushi's mind, he wouldn't belong to her. No matter what, he wouldn't belong to her. If he belonged to her, even if he died, he would crawl to her side and die. Lu Yushi cursed herself. Why was she distracted again? The most important thing now was to find Grandma Yang. It wasn't the time to think about anything else. "Master, can you drive faster? I'll reach the traffic lights," Lu Yushi urged. Master Lu used the mirror to look at Heibu. Seeing that there was no reaction from him, Master Lu stepped on the gas. Soon, they arrived at the intersection of the traffic light. Lu Yushi was anxiously looking for Grandma Yang. Suddenly, Lu Yushi saw Grandma Yang pacing back and forth at the intersection of the traffic light. Looking at the intersection that had turned red, Lu Yushi almost lost her courage. "Grandma, come back quickly. Don't stand in the middle of the road." Lu Yushi opened the car door and ran to where Grandma Yang was before she finished parking the car. However, Grandma Yang, who was a little deaf, could not hear her, so she kept pacing back and forth. As expected, a car drove toward Grandma at this time. The driver, who was dozing off, did not see Grandma. He was getting closer and closer getting closer and closer. Just as he was about to hit Grandma, Lu Yushi pushed him. Grandma was lucky enough to fall to the other side, only scraping a little. However, Lu Yushi was not so lucky. With a loud bang, Lu Yushi's body was thrown out like a line. It hurt so much. What's wrong? Is she going to die from the injection this time? What will happen to me this time? Heibu frowned and opened his eyes when he heard someone shouting. He just happened to see Lu Yushi pushing the old lady away and being hit by a car. Heibu opened the car door and ran to Lu Yushi's side. He looked at Lu Yushi, who was lying on the ground on the verge of death. They were not on good terms. Heibu felt like he wanted to protect the fragile life in front of him. He gently picked Lu Yushi up and placed her in the back seat. He asked the driver to stay behind to look at the old man. He looked at the driver who had hit someone and called the police. Then, he drove his car towards the hospital. Through the rearview mirror, he looked at Lu Yushi, whose face and lips were pale. Heibu recalled how cute the girl looked when she first saw him. Heibu saw every move Lu Yushi made when she got into the car. When the driver told him that the girl wanted to hitch a ride, Heibu's first instinct was that it was another woman who had come to throw herself at him. She had used her own life to throw herself at him. He wanted to see what kind of woman was so bold. When she saw her push the old lady away, Heibu's face, which had not changed for thousands of years, had a new expression. Creak! The sound of brakes added another noise to the quiet hospital. Heibu carried Lu Yushi out. The nurses and doctors who heard the sound put Lu Yushi on a single frame and quickly pushed her into the emergency room. Heibu stared at the surgery lights and then looked at the bloodstains on Lu Yushi's shirt. He frowned even more. He took out his cell phone and dialed the number. A lazy voice came from the other end of the phone. Hello? Who is this? Come to Zhongshan Hospital right now. Before the other party could reply, he had already hung up. Brother, why did you call me to the hospital in such a hurry? Hei Qingqing complained with dissatisfaction. When she saw the blood on Hei Biyu's body, she asked, Brother, what happened to you? Are you not injured? Were you injured? Heibu coldly pushed away Hei Qingqing's hand that was on his body. Don't talk nonsense. Go in and save her. Hei Qingqing pursed her lips. Brother, I'm her biological sister. Today is my day off. How can you treat me like this? Looking at Heibu's warning gaze, Hei Qingqing asked sensibly, What's the condition of the injured? Car accident. Fainted on the spot. Heibu's words summed up Lu Yushi's injuries. Hei Qingqing looked at her with disdain, but she did not ask further because she was afraid that her brother's cold gaze could kill. Save her. Heibu suddenly said this to his sister. It was the first time she saw her brother's serious gaze. Hei Qingqing put down her joke and went into the doctor's lounge to change into a sterile gown. She picked up her phone and made a call. The patient was sent here from the car accident just now. I will personally perform the surgery. Hei Qingqing and Heibu were twins. The siblings were famous for their intelligence and wisdom. At the age of 15, Hei Qingqing had completed all the courses. She went abroad to study medicine for 8 years. After returning to China, she applied for a job at Zhongshan Hospital, the largest hospital in City A. In just half a year, she became the chief surgeon. Now that she was 21 years old, her suitor, who had a beautiful temperament, had broken through the threshold. Similarly, Heibu was admitted to Harvard at the age of 15. He used 2 years to complete all the courses and obtain his graduation certificate. After that, he began to manage the family business, making it bigger and bigger. Heibu sat in the waiting room at the side. No one knew what he was feeling at that moment, and no one knew why he stayed. He was so concerned about a woman who had nothing to do with him. Heibu also did not know what he was thinking. He just subconsciously did not want this woman to leave his hands. How is the old lady? Have you found her family and sent her back? Has the perpetrator been sent to the police station? She's still here. The woman who got into the car accident, help me contact her family. Heibu called again and ordered. He waited for the results of the operating theater minute by minute. As the operating theater opened, Hei Qingqing walked out. Heibu asked calmly, How is she? Is she alive? Hei Qingqing said with a pleased expression, Are you still worried about my skills? It's not a big problem. She can already be transferred to a normal ward. She fainted because she was overly nervous and the blood was left behind because of her knee injury. Abu did not say anything when he heard that. This woman was really lucky. He thought that she was on the verge of death, but who knew that she fainted because she was too nervous? Abel looked at his sister and said, "I'm leaving first. Take good care of her." With just this sentence, Hei Qingqing stood up and made a face at his back. The first thing Lu Yushi saw when she opened her eyes was a magnified face. She was shocked. Hei Qingqing saw that Lu Yushi had woken up and quickly went to check on her. "Miss Lu, your injuries are not serious. You can leave the hospital tomorrow after resting." "Xiaoxi, are you all right? It's all thanks to you. Otherwise, I would never have been able to see Grandma again." "Xiaoxi, it's a good thing that you're all right too." Yang Ran hugged Lu Yushi with tears streaming down her face. "Father Yang, yes, Xiaoxi. Uncle Yang, thank you. I'm also sorry for not seeing the old woman make you worry." "Where's Grandma Yang? Is she all right?" Lu Yushi asked worriedly. Yang Ran, "Grandma is fine. She's resting at home now. But you?" Lu Yushi helped Yang Ran dry her tears and said to Father Yang and Mother Yang, "Don't be like this. Grandma Yang loves me so much. It's not a big deal for me to get hurt because of her." Mother, whose eyes were red from crying, "Miss, it's good that you're all right. Otherwise, how would I explain to Madam?" Lu Yushi did not notice the people behind her. She looked up and saw that the room was full of people. Yang Ran's parents, father, mother and daughter Wang, and a female doctor whom she did not know. Looking at Lu Jingming's worried gaze, Lu Yushi said, "Father, don't worry. I'm fine." Lu Jingming did not say anything as he sat on a chair in the distance. He could not recall his emotions when he heard that his precious daughter had fallen into a coma. When he heard that Xiaoxi had fallen into an accident, he felt as if he had been struck by lightning. His heart ached so much that he could not breathe. He was so scared. He was so afraid that Xiaoxi would leave quietly, just like her mother. The Wang mother and daughter looked at Lu Yushi with a fake smile. In their hearts, they wished that this TCH would be killed just like that. When they heard that she had fallen into a car accident, she was so happy. Who knew that she would wake up now? Lu Yushi looked at the unfamiliar female doctor and asked, "Doctor, what happened to me? Why am I back at the hospital?" Hei Qingqing looked at Lu Yushi, who had a doubtful look on her face. Would this cute and beautiful woman become her sister-in-law? She had to pull the strings properly. It was sent by a very handsome man. Judging from his anxious look, he must be someone who loves you very much. Lu Jingming heard that there was a male friend and looked at Lu Yushi. Lu Yushi quickly shook her head, indicating that she did not know. Lu Yushi was stunned. A handsome man, she had never made any handsome male friend before. Moreover, how would any male friends know that she had been in a car accident? "I don't know any male friends." Lu Yushi looked at Hei Qingqing and said. Hei Qingqing chuckled and did not know what to say. She thought that this was the first time her brother had cared so much about a woman and that he was enlightened. Who knew that he did not know about such a person at all? Hei Qingqing pretended to look at her watch. "I don't know who exactly it is. I still have to go to the ward rounds. If you feel uncomfortable, ring the bedside bell." Lu Yushi watched the doctor leave, still confused. What handsome man would be so anxious to carry her? Suddenly, a figure flashed past Lu Yushi's mind. Was it the figure in SMY's car? How could it be? Thinking of this, Lu Yushi denied her own thoughts. How could a man who couldn't even be bothered to look at her be like what the doctor said? Shaking off her thoughts, she looked at the room full of people and said helplessly, "Why don't all of you go back? We can't leave too many family members in the hospital tonight. All of you can go back." "Xiaoxi, I'll stay with you tonight." Lu Jingming said, "Dad, there's no need. I'm too embarrassed for a man like you to be here." "Estes, why don't I accompany you tonight?" Wang Maihe said hypocritically, not blushing at all. "There's no need. Xiao Ran can accompany me here tonight. All of you can go back." Lu Yushi rejected Wang Maihe decisively. She did not want to die in her hands so soon. "Uncle and Auntie, can you do that? Let Xiao Ran accompany me here tonight." Lu Yushi asked Father and Mother Yang. Father and Mother Yang agreed without hesitation. Wang Maihe did not dare to say anything when she saw that her plan had failed. After a long time, she finally sent these people away. Only Lu Yushi and Yang Ran were left in the ward. Yang Ran asked seriously, Xiaoxi, why did you run so fast today? Did you guess that something would happen to my grandmother? Lu Yushi did not know how to explain herself after being asked by Yang Ran. She stammered, Well, where can I find something? Yang Ran did not believe it at all. Can your excuse be any worse? Xiao Ran, how was your English exam? It should be very good, right? Lu Yushi quickly changed the topic. Yang Ran did not fall for it all. Don't change the topic for me. My English exam is very good. You don't have to worry about it. My parents asked me why you went to Renmin Road during the exam, and I explained for a long time. If you don't give me an explanation today, I won't let you go. Yang Ran refused to give up no matter what. Lu Yushi did not know how to get rid of her at all. She could not tell her that she was reborn, right? Then would she still be able to leave the hospital? All right, since you asked, I can only tell you. Actually, Lu Yushi pretended to be mysterious and reached out to Yang Ran's ear to say a few words. Yang Ran almost slapped her deaf. Actually, I'm Ultraman, she said with a serious expression. Are you Ultraman? Or am I the Superman of the universe? Yang Ran slapped Lu Yushi in anger. Tell me quickly. Io, I'm still a patient. How can you hit me like that? Lu Yushi touched her arm and blew on it. She hit her so hard. Seeing Yang Ran's eyes that wanted to kill her, she could only pretend to say it. All right, I'll tell you. You heard the female doctor talking just now, right? She said that a man carried me to the hospital, right? Actually, I went to see her. Lu Yushi could not help but admire her imagination. She could think of this too. There's no need to be in such a hurry to see him. You ran away before you could finish listening, Yang Ran said in disbelief. That's because he broke his legs. He fell in love with another woman, and that woman was pregnant with his child. He wanted to break up with me. Yes, that's it. Lu Yushi came up with another excuse. Sure enough, Yang Ran, who liked to fight for justice, jumped up. What? There's actually such a stinky man? Where is he? I'll go find him. Lu Yushi quickly stopped Yang Ran. Yang Ran, forget it. Hitting a man like this will only dirty your hands. So forget it. This is too much. Also, when did you get a boyfriend? How dare you not tell me? Do you still treat me as your best friend? Yang Ran turned around and did not look at Lu Yushi to express her attitude. Lu Yushi did not expect Yang Ran to actually believe her fabricated story. She did not expect Yang Ran to actually be angry because of this. Was Yang Ran too stupid, or was she too powerful? Xiao Ran, don't be angry. I just talked about it. If we talk about it again next time, I will definitely tell you. Don't be angry. This is what you said. If you don't tell me, I will ignore you. Yang Ran turned around to confirm. Lu Yushi nodded as if she was cutting rice. Fortunately, Yang Ran was gullible. Otherwise, she wouldn't know what to do. The next morning, at 10 a.m., Lu Zhengming came to pick Lu Yushi up and discharge her from the hospital. Before Lu Yushi was discharged, she really wanted to ask who the man was, but in the end, she didn't ask. Dad, you're so busy. Why did you come and pick me up? Just ask Mother who to pick me up. Lu Zhengming opened a door and let Lu Yushi and Yang Ran in. I'm not busy today. You forgot about the low-priced auction you mentioned. It's going to be held tonight. I've already sent someone to deliver the invitation. Hearing that there was going to be a party, Yang Ran's eyes lit up. Uncle, can I be there? Of course. You, your parents, and you can get up tonight. Uncle is very welcoming. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Uncle. The excited Yang Ran turned to ask Lu Yushi, Xiaoxi, will you be attending tonight? Is your body okay? Lu Yushi smiled and said, Yes, I'm fine. It's just a little cut. I'm fine. How could she not attend? The Wang mother and daughter would definitely get wind of tonight's party and be dressed up to the nines. According to Wang Maihe, she would definitely use this opportunity to tell everyone about her identity if she did not attend. Wouldn't that make them arrogant? Dad, send us to the mall. Yang Ran and I will go to the mall to pick out some gowns for a few days. Yang Ran happened to want to buy one too, so she did not say anything. After Lu Zhengming sent them to the department store, Lu Yushi sent him away, saying that it would take a long time for a girl to go shopping. Lu Jingming just happened to be going to see how the decorations were going, so he left. They chatted and laughed as they arrived at the gowns area. The sales lady came up to them kindly. "May I help you?" Yang Ran asked. "Xiaoxi, what do you want?" Lu Yushi looked around and saw that there were all kinds of clothes on the models, but none of them looked good. She asked the sales lady, "Is that all?" "No, the new style of the Olympic film is still inside. Do you two ladies want to go in and take a look?" The sales lady made a gesture of inviting them in. Lu Yushi nodded and let her lead the way. After entering the Olympic film special zone, the style had completely changed. Lu Yushi knew that the Olympic film was a relatively popular new style, and it did not disappoint her. Lu Yushi had taken a liking to a light-colored long dress for the past few days, so she asked the salesgirls to bring it out one by one. She wanted to try it on. Sure enough, when she wore it, Yang Ran called it beautiful. When she walked in front of the full-length mirror, the reflection was of a beautiful girl with long hair that reached her waist. A plain white long dress that reached her ankles made her look fresh and refined. She did not use any foundation, but she was still beautiful and moving. Then, she tried on a light blue long dress. It was unknown if there was a color different from white, and the style was completely different. Lu Yushi wore it in a different melancholic style. Her 168-foot tall body made the long dress look delicate and moving on her. "Wow, Xiaoxi, you look so beautiful in it." Yang Ran pulled Lu Yushi and walked around 2 rounds. "No," Lu Yushi said embarrassedly. Then, she pointed at another purple short skirt with a knee-length canopy. "Xiao Ran, go and try this on. I'll go and choose an accessory with you later." "Okay, I'll go and try it on." A few minutes later, Yang Ran came out and walked around embarrassedly. "Xiaoxi, how is it?" "Wow, Xiao Ran, it's so beautiful. It's perfect for you." Lu Yushi's generous praise made Yang Ran even more embarrassed. The sales lady also praised her sweetly. "Yes, miss, it looks so good on you." Yang Ran happily looked at herself in the mirror. "Okay, I'll wear this." The reason why Lu Yushi did not buy short skirt was because her knees were still bandaged. It did not look good in a short skirt, and the long skirt should be more suitable for her. "Okay, I'll buy these 3. Use your card." Lu Yushi extended her magnetic card to the sales lady. Then, she walked to the accessories section and looked for suitable accessories. "Wow, Xiaoxi, this purple long rope crystal pendant is so beautiful." Yang Ran screamed at the window full of ornaments. It attracted a lot of attention. Lu Yushi quickly covered Yang Ran's mouth. "What are you doing? Why are you shouting so loudly? Are you going to embarrass the daughter of the Yang family?" Lu Yushi used the words that Yang Ran usually used to scold her back and forth. Yang Ran stuck out her tongue in embarrassment. She lowered her voice and said, "But it's really so beautiful." Lu Yushi took a look. It was indeed quite beautiful. There was a clear white crystal in the middle, and the purple lace around it was very lifelike. "If you like it, then I'll buy it." Lu Yushi also picked a few more beautiful ones and bought them. After that, she bought a few more pairs of shoes and went back home. When she returned home, what was different from usual was that the courtyard and the side of the pool were all exquisitely decorated with rows of colorful wine. When she entered the living room, the decorations were all different. The jewelry was made of glass, and the 1.20-meter tall steel cabinet had lights on it. It looked luxurious. "Miss, you're back." During the process of preparing food, Mother Hu saw Lu Yushi, who had just returned. "Yes, Mother Hu, don't carry too heavy things. If there's heavy work, let them do it. Be careful not to twist your waist." Seeing Mother Hu carrying the water over the plate, she hurriedly wanted to take it. However, Mother Hu cleverly avoided her. "Miss, I'm fine. I'm used to doing work. Now that I'm suddenly told not to move, I can't accept it." Lu Yushi had no choice but to compromise. "All right then, be careful. If it really doesn't work, let them do it." Mother Hu chuckled and agreed. However, in Lu Yushi's eyes, she did not believe that Mother Hu would be obedient at all. She looked at the wall clock. It was already 2:30 p.m. She yawned and slept for the entire afternoon. She stretched her lazy waist and rubbed her face against the blanket. She narrowed her eyes in satisfaction and stretched out her fair hand to wipe the alarm clock. 5:20. Had he slept for so long, he picked up the phone beside the alarm clock. Do. Hello, is this Xiao Ran? Are you free now? I'll take you to get a haircut. Okay. I'll see you at 5:50 in 10,000 miles. He made an appointment with Xiao, ran to wash up, pack his things, and went downstairs. In the afternoon, the decorations were quite messy, but now they were already perfect. It seemed that they were only waiting for the arrival of the guests at 7:30. Xiao Shi, I'm sorry I'm late. Yang Ran still appeared in a hurry. No, I'm early, Lu Yushi said without any complaints. Okay, I got it. Let's go in. Yang Ran held Lu Yushi's hand and pushed the door open. Welcome. The greeter smiled sweetly. The interior was decorated with advanced tools and equipment. The lighting was top-notch. The area on the second floor was also very luxurious. It had a style that would last for a few years. Xiao Ran, why did you come back here? This place is only a little way from the central area. There are more tourists, but the customer base isn't very good. There are many hairdressers, but none of them are very good at cutting hair. Yang Ran whispered in Lu Yushi's ear. Don't you trust me? With me here, I won't damage your hair. Don't worry. Go and find a place to sit properly. Lu Yushi asked Yang Ran to sit properly, but she did not sit down herself. Instead, she sent someone to find the boss. Lu Yushi came here with a purpose. Just as Xiao Ran said, other than the central area, there was a lot of traffic here, and nothing else was good. However, Lu Yushi took a fancy to this point. There were so many people here, and it was also the central area. If the skills were good, the profits would be extraordinarily good. The moment the boss came out, he first sized up Lu Yushi and looked at the 17-year-old girl in front of him. The 18-year-old girl asked, Miss, may I ask why you're looking for me? Lu Yushi also sized up the boss of the hair salon in front of her. He was about 175 centimeters tall and looked gentle and delicate, about 28 years old. Around 9 years old. Boss, I just took a look, and it seems that your customer base is not very ideal, Lu Yushi said unrestrained. Lu Yushi's straightforwardness made Boss Sun feel a little embarrassed. Our customer base is indeed not good. Maybe in another half a month, we will close down. Boss, why are you so discouraged? If I say that I have an idea, do you want to hear it? Lu Yushi said in a comforting tone. Little girl, why are you boasting like this? Son, will not make things difficult for you. If you are here to cut your hair, I will be happy to help you. But if you are here to cause trouble, please leave. Sun Liang made a gesture of inviting her to leave. Lu Yushi was not angry. Instead, she asked patiently, Boss, do you know how to cut your hair? Sun Liang laughed. What a joke. Sun Liang, have cut my hair for more than 10 years. How can there be a saying that I don't know how to cut my hair? Really? Then, Boss Sun, you have cut your hair for more than 10 years. Why are there so few customers? Lu Yushi deliberately emphasized her words. Sun Liang turned around and was about to leave without saying anything, but he stopped in his tracks because of what Lu Yushi was about to say. Actually, your skills are very good, but you don't know how to be flexible. The world changes day by day, and people change day by day. The hairstyle in your mind is still the old-fashioned hairstyle. Why don't you cut it, and I'll guide you from the side? Lu Yuxiai suggested. Sun Liang looked at Lu Yushi. Why should I trust you? Lu Yushi smiled arrogantly. You can only trust me. The reason why Lu Yushi dared to boast so much was because of her rebirth. She more or less knew something about it. Besides, in her previous life, she often hung out with some fashionable daughters, so she knew quite a lot about hairstyles. Let's use her as an experiment. How about it? Lu Yushi pointed in Yang Ran's direction. Lu Yushi, who had been watching the show and guessing what Lu Yushi was up to, was suddenly pointed at. She was a little confused. Me? Sun Liang walked to Yang Ran's side, and Lu Yushi sat at the side, cutting step by step. Although Yang Ran's hair was waist-length, it did not match her at all. After consulting Yang Ran's opinion, Sun Liang cut Yang Ran's hair in half, and some of the hair on the sides of her ears was not cut. From the back, it looked like a crescent moon. Her bangs were cut flat. Xiao Ran, open your eyes. Look at your new hairstyle, Lu Yushi said with anticipation. Yang Ran, who originally looked like she was going to die, slowly opened her eyes. When she saw herself in the mirror, she had a look of disbelief. Xiaoxi, is this me? How can I look so good? I almost don't recognize myself anymore. Looking at Yang Ran looking left and right in excitement, Lu Yushi felt very helpless. This hairstyle was indeed very suitable for Yang Ran's mischievous character. Lu Yushi said to Sun Liang, "How is it? Not bad, right? Do you still think that I'm here to cause trouble?" The staff behind Yang Ran surrounded her one after another and started discussing, "Wow, it's so beautiful. I've never seen this hairstyle this year. Is it the latest fashion?" Yes. If we recommend it, it will definitely crush our store." Sun Liang did not expect this hairstyle to be so good-looking. Based on his many years of work in the hairstyle industry, this hairstyle would definitely sell well. Sun Liang put down the scissors in his hand. "I wonder if you can sell me the design of this hairstyle?" Lu Yushi smiled and shook her head. "I'm not selling this." When Sun Liang heard Lu Yushi's answer, his eyes, which were originally shining with anticipation, suddenly dimmed. He had also thought that if this lady did not sell it and he stole her design, then she would have no evidence and no choice. However, the principles of life did not allow her to do this. Sun Liang asked in confusion why. "It is not for sale at this time, but..." Lu Yushi paused and looked at Sun Liang. "I will give it to you." Sun Liang was a little surprised. "Why? Why not sell it and give it to me?" "Lu Yushi, don't treat me as a good person first. I have a purpose." Sun Liang looked at the 17-year-old girl in front of him, an 18-year-old girl. He did not expect her to have a purpose. "What purpose? Tell me." Lu Yushi sized up the shop again and turned her gaze to Sun Liang again. "I want to invest in it." Sun Liang reminded her, "Let me remind you, as you can see, our store doesn't have a good customer base. Even if you invest in it, you will only lose money and not make any profit." Lu Yushi shrugged her shoulders and said indifferently, "It's fine. I've already done it. Why should I be afraid? If I'm not wrong, you don't only have this hair salon, right? You should have 4 other big and good locations." Sun Liang asked, "How do you know?" Lu Yushi said, "You don't need to know. I also know that you're currently lacking funds. How about it? Let me invest in it. I will let all the shops under your name only make money and not lose money." Sun Liang did not expect the girl in front of him to be so ambitious. Out of the blue, he believed her. "How much do you plan to invest?" Lu Yushi said, "I wonder how much is the total capital of the hair salon under your name?" Sun Liang hesitated whether to tell her. He was afraid that she was sent by the opponent to inquire about confidential information. Lu Yushi also saw his concern. She extended her right hand. "My name is Lu Yushi. The Lu branch across the street is under my name. You can tell me. I can run away, but I can't run away." Seeing that she had already introduced herself, Sun Liang did not hesitate to shake her hand. "Sun Liang, Lu Yushi, can you tell me now?" Sun Liang made an inviting gesture. "It's not convenient here. Let's talk in private." Lu Yushi said to Yang Ran, who was still looking at herself in the mirror. Then, she followed Sun Liang to the office. The decoration of the office was relatively simple, except for a desk and a sofa. There was a bed in the small room that was not tightly shut. It looked like it was a permanent residence. "Sit. I'll get you a cup of tea." Lu Yushi refused. "No need to trouble yourself. Let's get down to business." Sun Liang did not say anything. He took out a document from the safe, sat down, and handed it to Lu Yushi. Lu Yushi took it and started reading. "Sun Liang, I have a total of 5 hair salons under my name. They're all located in the prime location of City A. Many people spend a lot of money to buy them to build a business building, but I did not sell them. I roughly calculated that the total value is around 250 million. Lu Yushi looked at the document and thought for a moment before saying, "How about this? I'll invest 100 million and then come up with a design. I'll give you 49% of the shares. You'll have 51%, and you'll still be the boss. How about it?" Hearing Lu Yushi say that she would invest 100 million into a hair salon that was about to go bankrupt without blinking, Sun Liang really wanted to applaud her boldness. Sun Liang agreed without even thinking. "You don't have to give me the money first. I'll get the corresponding procedures done by the lawyer." When the time comes, you can take your ID card and come over to sign the money. Both parties shook hands. It's a pleasure to work with you. They went to the hair salon. Boss Sun, can you cut my hair too? As he said that, he casually sat down. Sun Liang grabbed Lu Yushi's hair and nodded. The quality of your hair is maintained very straight. It's very good. What do you want it to look like? Or do you want to instruct me to cut it? Lu Yushi looked at herself in the mirror. Help me trim the back of my hair. You don't have to cut it too much. Just a little. Cut the bangs on the front a little shorter as well. Sun Liang cut it in 2 or 3 moves. Lu Yushi looked around and was very satisfied with her current hairstyle. Although her hair was cut short, it was still waist-length hair. This hairstyle was one that she liked very much in her previous life. It was simple and generous. Sun Liang looked at Lu Yushi's hairstyle and could not believe it. He had only cut a small part. Why did it look so good on her body now, based on his years of hard work in this industry? This hairstyle would definitely be popular. Just then, the narcissistic Yang ran over and touched Lu Yushi's hair. Wow, Xiaoxi, you look so good. You'll look even better in a gown. I find that I'm starting to admire you more and more. No way. I only cut a little. How could I look better than you? Hearing Lu Yushi's praise, Yang Ran smiled foolishly and touched her hair again. When the other hairstylists and greeters heard this, they all gathered around to take a look. They all said that it looked good, but they had never seen this hairstyle before. Lu Yushi asked, Boss Sun, do you have a camera? Sun Liang did not understand. I do. Why do you need a camera? Lu Yushi pulled Yang Ran and turned her back to Sun Liang. Boss Sun, take the camera and take a picture of her. Then make her into an advertising poster and post it outside every shop. There will be a huge flow of people here. When the time comes, there won't be much advertising, so there will naturally be an endless stream of customers. Wow, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think it's pretty good too, the staff agreed. Before they left, Lu Yushi even told the boss to raise all the prices by a third. On the way home, Lu Yushi hailed a taxi. Xiao Ran, don't go back. Otherwise, you'll have to come back later. It's so troublesome. Why don't you come to my house? I'll help you dress up so that your parents won't recognize you. But my dress is still at home. Yang Ran said hesitantly. What's the big deal? Won't the next call come over? Lu Yushi said casually. Yang Ran agreed with some excitement. In that case, let's go. It was already 7 o'clock when they reached home with Yang Ran. When they passed by Wang Mai's room, Lu Yushi heard it. Maiha, when you perform better later, you have to beat that beat asterisk tch, Lu Yushi. Wang Yin said as she helped Wang Maiha tidy up. Mom, I got it. I will think of a way to make that beat asterisk tch embarrassed. Wang Maiha said angrily. Maiha, don't just focus on dealing with that beat asterisk tch, Lu Yushi. Your primary goal is to introduce yourself and let people know that you're the second daughter of the Lu family, Wang Yin advised earnestly. Mom, don't worry. I know what to do. Outside the door, Lu Yushi hugged Yang Ran, who had the urge to break down the door, and forced her into her own room. Xiao Ran, don't be rash. Yang Ran rolled up her clothes. Xiaoxi, don't stop me. I can't stand it if I don't hit her today. Lu Yushi quickly locked the door and blocked it. Xiao Ran, don't be rash. Since we already know her intentions, why don't we just play along and counter her moves? Hearing Lu Yushi's words, Yang Ran calmed down. Okay, but you must punish her tonight. Otherwise, I'll go find her now. Lu Yushi didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Okay, I promise you, okay? Don't be angry. I'll help you fix your hair. Yang Ran sat in front of Lu Yushi's dressing mirror, sulking in anger. Lu Yushi shook her head helplessly. Did she think that she was not angry? She was more angry than anyone else. How could she not be angry or hate Wang Maiha for the pain that was as deep as a knife? At that time, she still could not alert the enemy. She still had further plans. All right, don't be angry. I'll help you with your hair. Lu Yushi quickly helped Yang Ran with her hair. After finishing her hair, Yang Ran went in to change. Lu Yushi saw that Yang Ran came out in embarrassment and pulled her around a few times. Xiao Ran, you're so beautiful tonight. Later, Uncle and Auntie might not even recognize you. Although her hair was cut down to her shoulders, It instead revealed her cute and playful side. It made her personality seem more lively and cheerful, and she also looked more refreshing. Yang Ran was even more embarrassed by Lu Yushi's praise. No way. You're making me feel embarrassed. She looked at Lu Yushi. Xiaoxi, why aren't you changing? What time is it already? I just helped you fix your hair with your dress accessories. How could I change clothes? Lu Yushi said helplessly. Yang Ran glanced at the bedside clock, 7:26. He quickly pushed Lu Yushi into the room to change her clothes. Hurry up, it's about to start. The courtyard downstairs was another scene. The lights were bright, and the music was even more elegant and moving in the sound of wine glasses clinking. Boss Li, welcome, welcome. This is Mrs. Li, right? She's really young and beautiful. Please help yourself. I'm going to call for her. Lu Zhengming naturally waved his hand. Brother Lu, you're late. You'll be fined 3 more cups. Boss Wu, enjoy yourself. Lu Zhengming would call for some contractors at this and that time. Brother Zhengming, Yang Shicheng and his wife arrived and greeted Lu Zhengming. Brother Yang, how is it? I won't let you leave without bringing some things later. Lu Zhengming casually picked up 2 glasses of wine and handed them to the Yang couple. Lin Lan Mei took the wine glasses and said jokingly, Can you not bring some things with you? Yang Ran, that girl, is still at your house. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. Lu Zhengming said as he looked around. I haven't seen Xiao, Shi, and Xiao Ran either. Looks like they haven't come down from upstairs to dress up yet. Yang Shicheng smiled and said, Hee, girls like to look pretty. At this moment, a group of rich young ladies started gossiping again. This time, the Lu family is quite good at planning. Let's have a low-priced auction. The price is very high. Li Lu said, HMPH, I heard from my father that this idea was thought up by Lu Yushi. Zhomi said unhappily. Wu Qianjin didn't believe it at all and said with a disdainful look, even that idiot Lu Yushi would think of it? Other than being good-looking and having money, she doesn't know anything else. Jiang Qianjin agreed. That's right. I've long disliked her. She's as annoying as that wretched girl, Yang Ran. Li Qianjin, that's right. At this moment, Wang Maiha stood up and twisted the truth, saying, I heard that she's very promiscuous in private. Even when she was hospitalized, she was hit by the man's car for revenge. All the daughters looked at Wang Maiha and asked in confusion, You are? Wang Maiha covered her mouth and said with a sobbing tone, My name is Wang Maiha. I'm Lu Yushi's younger sister. Younger sister? Isn't Lu Yushi an only child? Why does she have a younger sister? Zhomi was very confused. Wang Maiha forced out a few tears. It's a long story. Lu Yushi and I are half-sisters. After I was born, Lu Yushi's mother threatened my mother not to appear in front of others, or she would use money to beat me and my mother to death. Li Lu said angrily, That's too much. I didn't expect that not only Lu Yushi is this kind of person, but even her mother is not a good person. Wang Maiha saw the anger of all the young ladies and added fuel to the fire. I didn't expect that now that she's back, Lu Yushi not only bullied me and my mother, but also said that my mother doesn't deserve to live here and wanted to chase her away. As she said that, she started to cry. Zhomi said angrily, That's too much. I didn't expect her to be not only evil, but also vicious. Don't worry, we'll take care of her for you. Wang Maiha saw that her nonsense had made the young ladies believe her so much and secretly revealed a sinister smile. It seemed that she could use these gossipy young ladies to let her identity as the Lu family's second daughter be revealed. Wang Maiha continued to act with a sobbing tone. Do you know why I'm father's daughter and still have my mother's surname? Because Lu Yushi didn't allow me to enter her household register and also told father not to say that he has a younger daughter and not to let outsiders know. Li Lu said righteously, Don't worry about that. With U.S. sisters around, I'm sure everyone will know that you're the second daughter of the Lu family. Wang Maiha was a little hesitant, but I can't let them know that I'm the one who said it. Li Lu picked up the fruit juice from the waiter's plate and handed it to Wang Maiha. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone that you're the one who told me. Seeing that you're so kind will help you to the end no matter what. So let's be friends. My name is Li Lu. Zhomi. My name is Zhomi. My name is... Very quickly, Wang Maihe became familiar with these rich young ladies. Meanwhile, Lu Yushi, who was still in the room, had no idea that she had been set up like this. Wow, Xiaoxi, you're so beautiful. You're practically a goddess, Yang Ran said exaggeratedly. Xiao Ran, you're exaggerating too much. Yang Ran, it's not exaggerating, it's true, okay? Look, you've combed your hair until it's uncomfortable, and your plain color makes you look very pure and beautiful. All right, stop praising me, or else I'll be proud later. Lu Yushi stopped her. Yang Ran stuck out her tongue. Stop playing, let's go. The party has already started for quite a while. Let's go downstairs. Yang Ran held Yang Ran's hand and opened the door to go downstairs. Since it was not 8 o'clock yet and the auction had not started yet, there were not many people downstairs, so the appearance of Lu Yushi and Yang Ran did not attract much attention either. When they went out to the courtyard with Yang Ran saw her parents running up to hug Lin Lan Mei without caring about being a lady. Lin Lan Mei was shocked. You are? Why are you hugging me? Yang Shicheng quickly pulled Yang Ran away. Yes, who are you? Why are you hugging someone for no reason? Lu Yushi walked over with a smile. Uncle, Auntie, this is Xiao Ran. The Yang couple exclaimed in unison. Xiao Ran? How is that possible? How can I not know my daughter? Yang Ran pretended to cry. I'm so sad. If I cut my bangs and cut my hair short, you won't recognize me. Did you guys pick me up in the supermarket? Lin Lan Magnesium slapped her. What are you talking about? What do you mean by picking up or not? You were born to me after 10 months of hard work. Yang Ran complained. Then why didn't you recognize me? Lin Lan Magnesium said. I just didn't see it clearly for a moment. Why? Are you complaining now because you want to rebel? No, I wouldn't dare. Xiaoxi and I will go over there, and you can have a look. You guys can chat. She pulled Lu Yu and escaped. Finally, she knew why Yang Ran was so lively and active. It turned out that she inherited it from her mother. Yang Ran pulled Lu Yushi's hand and used her chin to point in the direction of the swimming pool. Why is she here? Who allowed her to participate? Lu Yushi looked in the direction that Yang Ran pointed and saw that Wang Maihe was talking to the other shareholders while laughing. What exactly was she trying to do? Lu Yushi, don't bother about her. As long as she dares to come, we will act according to the circumstances. Yo, isn't this Miss Lu? Dressed so pure and cute. Are you trying to seduce the men present? Li Lu said jealously. She hated Lu Yushi the most. She had an innocent and beautiful little face. Why are you saying such harsh words? If she isn't trying to seduce men, she is trying to seduce men. It's not like it's the first time you've seen such a shameless woman, Zhou Mi continued. That's right. She has already been taken revenge and is in the hospital. Why are you still pretending to be noble? The other daughters surrounded Lu Yushi and Yang Ran and said all kinds of harsh words. Yang Ran impulsively wanted to rush up, but she stopped Lu Yushi with her eyes. Just a moment ago, Lu Yushi saw Wang Maihe, who was chatting and laughing by the pool, suddenly reveal an evil smile. If she was not wrong, it seemed that Wang Maihe was the one who caused these daughters to find trouble. Lu Yushi looked at the rich young ladies who were surrounding them. Then, she saw that it was not appropriate to have an argument in such a situation. It seemed that she could only outsmart them. I don't know where you heard such words that even sound impossible, but I, Lu Yushi, have never done anything, Lu Yushi said fearlessly. Don't say it like it's true. Don't think that others don't know about your nonsense, Li Lu said with an expression that seemed like she wanted to swallow Lu Yushi up. Lu Yushi laughed sarcastically. What a joke. You can say that I can do it, but show me the evidence of my debauchery. If you have no evidence, why are you slandering me? She had hit the soft spot. Indeed, they were only relying on Wang Maihe's one-sided words. They did not have any direct evidence to prove anything. Li Lu's tone became a little weaker. So what? Your mother forced Wang Maihe and her mother to not be able to return to the Lu family. This can't be fake, right? Lu Yushi smiled dangerously. As expected, she was the one fanning the flames. Are you sure that my mother, Xue Yixuan, is such a person? Your mother is Xue Yixuan? The daughters were very surprised. Shui Yixuan was the precious daughter of General Shui of the capital city. She came from a well-bred family. She was beautiful, generous, gentle, and kind. People praised her and often funded poor children in the mountain areas. Unfortunately, the heavens did not have good morals, which made her lose her beauty at such a young age. Lu Yushi said expressionlessly, "Do you have a problem with that?" Li Lu, no. Shui Yixuan is well known for her kindness and good upbringing. She can't be like what Wang Mai has said. Zhou Mi said softly. She thought that Lu Yushi did not hear it, but in fact, she heard everything. Yes, my mother often said how good she is and told me to study more, said Wu Qianjin. Then Wang Maihe is trying to sow discord. Wait, let's go find her. Li Lu turned around and left angrily. The other daughters did not say anything and left. Lu Yushi stared at Wang Maihe by the pool and walked over angrily. I will forgive you for what you said about me. Now, you actually said my mother was so vicious. How can I relieve my hatred if I don't let you suffer? Seeing that Wang Maihe was not chatting with anyone and was standing by the pool with a strange smile, Lu Yushi walked over from behind and kicked him when he was not paying attention. With a plop sound, Wang Maihe gracefully fell into the water. Yang Ran, who had never understood why Lu Yushi suddenly walked so fast, caught up to her and saw this scene. She excitedly said the word cool. After kicking Wang Maihe down, Lu Yushi quickly left. There were so many people around, naturally, someone would save her. Moreover, the water in her pool was not very deep. Save! Save me, I don't know how to swim. Wang Mai's cry of help attracted everyone over. The waiter who knew how to swim quickly went down to save her. Xiaoxi, that kick of yours was too cool. You should have done that to vent your anger. Yang ran over and described excitedly. Lu Yushi said with ulterior motives, didn't you want to vent your anger? Why aren't you going to save her? Yang Ran looked at Lu Yushi's expression and said with some understanding, Okay, I'll go save her now. The waiter helped Wang Maihe up to the shore. Yang Ran also came over to help Wang Maihe up. When the gravity reached here, Yang Ran let go with a sinister smile. This made Wang Maihe, who was about to come up, fall again. Meng Meng drank a few mouthfuls of water. This made Yang Ran extremely excited. When she rescued Wang Maihe again, she was already shivering from the cold. The waiter brought her something and surrounded her. What happened? Lu Zhengming, who had rushed over after hearing the sound, asked in confusion when he saw this scene. Uncle, it's nothing. It's just that Maihe accidentally fell into the water. She's fine now, Yang Ran explained while holding back her excitement. Lu Zhengming said to the servant, Bring her to change her clothes. Looking at Wang Maihe, who was so cold that her teeth were chattering, Yang Ran gave Lu Yushi a look to show her victory. This scene was witnessed by Wang Maihe. After Wang Maihe left, everyone also completely forgot about what had just happened in Lu Zhengming's natural call, as if it had never happened. Very quickly, it was 8 o'clock, and everyone gathered in the hall. Welcome to your esteemed presence. I, Lu Zhengming, would like to thank everyone here first. I believe that everyone has also seen the news a few days ago. The jewelry store under the Lu Corporation was bombed, and it was troublesome to transport the other branches back and forth, so my daughter has thought of this low-priced auction. I hope that everyone will support it, Lu Zhengming said on the higher stage. A few discussions broke out below the stage. Didn't they say that Miss Lu is unruly and willful and doesn't know anything? Who is Chairman Lu talking about now? That's right. I heard that she spends money like water. As the people below the stage whispered about their own daughter, Lu Zhengming awkwardly coughed twice. At this time, the maid sent a pen and paper to everyone in a well-trained manner. Before we begin, everyone, please have a piece of paper. Write down the name and price of the jewelry that you have your eyes on it. Everyone's price is different. I hope that no one else will see it. It's quite interesting. I've never bid like this before. Everyone became playful. The results will be calculated in an hour. Now, the dark-priced auction will officially begin. Following Lu Zhengming's life order, everyone curiously split up to choose. Lu Yushi and Yang Ren also split up to look at the jewelry. After looking at it for a while, Lu Yushi yawned out of boredom. Perhaps she had experienced life and death after her rebirth, so she was not interested in jewelry at all. After bidding farewell to Yang Ran's father, she went out to get some fresh air. Perhaps it was because everyone was gathered in the hall, so it was very quiet outside. Only the sound of Gigi was heard. Speaking of which, she had not seen Pudding for 2 days. After she was hospitalized, she gave it to Yang Ran. She did not know how it was now, but she really wanted it to be obedient. The next day, when she was free, she would go to Xiao Ran's house to pick up little Pudding. Unknowingly, she had walked to fewer places. It was so eerie that it was really terrifying. Suddenly, she turned around and her vision went dark. Lu Yushi immediately felt that things were not good. She was done for. Had she been kidnapped, could it be that the rape incident in her previous life had happened again? That was impossible. She had not met Lin Yuan yet, so she should not have been framed so early. What on earth was going on? After a series of bumps and bumps, a stretch of flat road made Lu Yushi, who was blindfolded, feel even more mysterious and nervous. Who are you people? Are you taking me there? Lu Yushi's question did not receive any answer from anyone at the scene. Seconds and minutes passed. Perhaps it was because they had arrived at their destination. Lu Yushi was taken out of the car. How could she be so unlucky that she could be kidnapped just for a walk? Are you Lu Yushi? A female voice sounded. Yes, I am Lu Yushi. I wonder why you kidnapped me here? Lu Yushi answered without fear. You are fearless in the face of the darkness and mystery of the outside world. Little girl, you are brave enough, the woman's voice continued. How can you carry a family if you are not brave enough? As far as I know, you have a father. Why did you have to carry a family? The woman asked in confusion. Although father is still here, people are evil and we have to be careful. Aren't you afraid that I will kill you if I catch you here? The woman threatened. Lu Yushi laughed when she heard that. If you wanted to kill me, you would have done it long ago. You wouldn't have asked me if I was afraid of death after asking so many questions. I guess that not only will you not kill me, you will also send me home safely. Although you guessed correctly earlier, you said that I will send you home safely. What is the basis for that? The woman asked with great interest. Lu Yushi's lips twitched. There are 2 possibilities for you not taking off my blindfold and not taking off my blindfold. One is to kill someone to silence them. I have just ruled out this possibility, and that is the second possibility. You don't want me to remember the way I came. From this, I can see that you want to send me home. You are indeed a smart girl. Just from a few words, a simple blindfold can make so many connections. The woman's generous praise made Lu Yushi feel a little proud. I will do as you say now. I will send you home safely, but I will have to trouble you for a while. I cannot let you know who I am yet. As she spoke, she winked at the man in black. We will meet again. I will give you an explanation when the time comes. The woman's voice was drowned out by the sound of the car door closing. Lu Yushi did not have the nervous feeling she had when she came. God knows how nervous she was just now that her hard-earned life was about to pass. Now that she had come out safely, she calmly recalled the woman's voice just now, which voice was not familiar to her at all. In her previous life, she had never heard this voice before. Who exactly was she? Not long after, the car slowly came down. The person in the car took Lu Yushi out and untied her before leaving. Lu Yushi hurriedly removed her blindfold to see who it was, but she did not even see the license plate number and let the car run away. Perhaps it was because she had been gone for a long time, but when she came back, she was already calculating the price. Red Clear Pearl Jade obtained Bangs and Bangs, Boss Lu. Golden Dragon Brocade Fish obtained Boss Lee. When the waiters congratulated one by one, Lu Yushi was really bored to death. Now that the list has been announced, congratulations to those who have bought it. Ladies, don't be discouraged even if you haven't bought it. My daughter, Lu Yushi, has sold new works on the opening day of a shop. In order to let everyone feast their eyes on them, I, Lu Zhengming, have decided to show you 2 pieces to broaden your horizons. As he said that, he turned around and pressed the light button on the big screen. When the first picture was shown, all the women, including the men, were stunned. The pure black gemstone did not appear to be plain at all under the cover of gold and silver. Instead, it reflected its proud and noble character. The second chapter was not inferior to the first one. The light green tea made people feel good when they saw it. Wow, hubby, this model is so beautiful. Can I buy it when it comes out? Mrs. Lee said coquettishly. Buy. I'll buy it all for you. Boss Lee said generously. When Mrs. Liu heard that Mrs. Lee had succeeded, she also coquettishly said, Hubby, I want to buy it too. Yes, buy it. Boss Liu's unhesitating attitude made Mrs. Liu very happy. But in order to make it a unique jewelry, daughter Xiao, she decided to make some changes to each model, but not too much. She decided to only produce 15 sets of each model. When the time comes, first come, first served. Lu Jingming's words broke the hearts of many people below the stage. Isn't this too little? If we arrive late, won't there be nothing left? Mrs. Liu complained. Yeah, can't we produce a few more sets? Everyone asked. Lu Jingming said somewhat embarrassedly, Recently, I have temporarily handed over the matter of the jewelry store to my daughter to act as an agent. Now I have also stepped in. Hearing this, the discussion below started again. Didn't they say that Miss Liu is unruly and willful and doesn't know anything? Now, no matter what, not only is the jewelry designed by her, Lu Jingming has even handed over the jewelry business to her to manage. I think so too. I've seen Miss Liu once before, and it's not what Lu Jingming said at all. Someone asked Lu Jingming in disbelief, Since you said that Miss Liu managed the design, then let her come out and tell us about the origin of these jewelry. The other curious people all agreed. Lu Jingming thought to himself, Xiaoxi had just gone out for a walk. He didn't know where she was now, so he had to get someone to look for her. These design drawings were conceived by a mother who wants to hug her child. This kind of warmth is what everyone looks forward to. Lu Yuxi slowly walked up the stage from below. These designs were indeed designed by Lu Yuxi. They were not copied from the memories of her previous life. She was thinking of her mother, Shuet Yixuan. When the crowd saw Lu Yuxi slowly walking up the stage, looking like a lady from a wealthy family, they did not believe her. Wow, even though it's just a simple plain color, it looks very beautiful on her body, the madam below the stage gossiped. Didn't they say that she's unruly, willful, and rude? Why is it not like what the outside world says? It's exactly like Shuet Yixuan. Lu Yuxi smiled and said, I heard your suggestion just now, but I will not change my principles. However, everyone here is my father's friend, so I will definitely deliver the jewelry to the mansion in time for the release. Once Lu Yuxi's plan was out, the people below the stage were very satisfied, and they all put in a good word for Lu Yuxi. Lu Jingming was very gratified when he saw this scene. In the past, Xiaoxi was famous for being unruly and willful. Now, he did not expect that she would use her wife and her memories to design jewelry. Sun, you can rest assured up there. Our daughter has grown up. Soon, the party ended. After Lu Jingming sent off the guests, he saw the servants cleaning up while Lu Yuxi squatted at the side to do the accounts. Lu Jingming said, How is it? Is it difficult to calculate? There's no need to calculate. I'll just hand it over to the finance department tomorrow. Lu Yuxi kept her head down and did not raise it. It's okay. I have nothing to do anyway. It's better to hand it over to others than to do it myself. Moreover, I've already calculated it. There's no need to trouble others. Lu Jingming was very incredulous. He remembered that she had never passed math before. Now, she still had to convert it. Cost, net profit. Did Xiaoxi really calculate it? How was it? Lu Yuxi looked at the account book in her hand and said expertly, Just now, I checked the bank's accounts and also the check. I checked the cost, and now it seems that I made a net profit of more than 35 million. So much, how could it be? Lu Jingming took the account book and looked at it. It was understandable that Lu Jingming did not trust his own math. After all, he had never passed math before. However, after her father died in her previous life, she had been working hard to learn management and math ever since she took over now. All this was just a small thing to her. Lu Jingming looked at the account book and realized that it was really as Lu Yuxi had said. He asked in confusion, Xiaoxi, it's not that Dad did not trust you, but how did your math skills become better? It's okay, Dad. I recently signed up for an accounting class. Recently, I didn't come home to learn this. Lu Yushi was not signing up for any interest class. She was just looking for an excuse so that she could have an excuse to do whatever she wanted in the future. But why did I earn so much net money? Lu Jingming still did not understand. Lu Yushi answered patiently, Dad, think about it. If you like this jewelry and you happen to have money, then you will definitely want to buy it. And the low-priced auction will make the buyers afraid that others will offer a higher price. So everyone who buys it will definitely raise the price until they can accept it. Lu Jingming nodded his head in understanding. Xiao, Dad just said in front of so many people that he wanted to let you manage the jewelry store for the time being. Now that you can do the math, I can rest assured that I will hand the jewelry store over to you. Lu Yushi hurriedly rejected. Daddy, I can't do it. Lu Jingming, Daddy believes in you. The jewelry was designed by you, and the method of auction at a low price was also thought up by you. In the past, you were never good at math. Now that you have learned the math and are still learning, you will definitely be better in the future. Therefore, I am very assured that Daddy will hand over the jewelry store to you. Lu Yushi looked at Lu Zhengming's gratified eyes and could not bear to reject, so she could only agree. Since you have agreed, Daddy will let you know about the jewelry store under our Lu family. Lu Jingming kept talking, and Lu Yushi pretended not to know what he was talking about. In fact, Lu Yushi knew that after taking over the company in her previous life, she had a clear understanding of all the shopping malls and restaurants under the Lu Corporation. Among them, there were a total of 15 jewelry stores. Lu Zhengming accounted for 89%, and the rest were all minority shareholders. Do you understand all this? Lu Zhengming asked. Lu Yushi nodded to show that she understood. Then, she was embarrassed and wanted to say something, but she couldn't. Lu Jingming saw Lu Yushi like this and asked with concern, Xiaoxi, are you not feeling well? If you're not feeling well, then take a shower and sleep. Lu Yushi chuckled and said embarrassedly, Dad, can you give me 100 million? Lu Jingming was very surprised when he heard that. Why do you need so much money? I'll use it for investment. Lu Jingming did not understand. Investment? What investment do you want? Dad, don't ask. You can just give it to me. Can you? I'll return it to you. Lu Yushi said with a pitiful look. Lu Jingming could not beat her, so he could only agree. However, he stated, You can take it, but 100 million is not a small amount. I'll treat it as you're going out to exercise. Only this time, it won't happen again. Lu Yushi excitedly agreed and probed. Dad, since 100 million is already so generous, then the 35 million for this jewelry. This 35 million is excluding the budget and costs. All of it is also earned by you. You can take it directly. Lu Jingming's generosity once again made Lu Yushi extremely excited. Thank you, Dad. I love you the most. As he said that, he kissed Lu Jingming's face. All right, stop fooling around. Hurry up and go back to your room to take a shower. Lu Jingming said helplessly. Lu Yushi giggled and ran upstairs. Wang Maiha saw this scene. When she returned to her room, she frantically grabbed something and threw it. Wang Yun, who was next door, heard a noise and quickly ran over. Maiha, what's wrong with you? Why are you throwing things when you're fine? Wang Maiha ignored Wang Yun. She grabbed the antique vase behind her and was about to throw it, but Wang Yun quickly stopped her. Maiha, what's wrong with you? Why are you throwing such a big tantrum when you're fine? When Wang Maiha heard this, she hugged Wang Yun and cried, Mom, tell me. Although I'm not born by Lu Jingming, he admitted that I'm pretending to be the second daughter of the Lu family, even if he doesn't know. But even after I fell into the water, he still didn't show any concern for me. Wang Yun said, Why do you want him to care? He's not your father. When she heard this, Wang Maiha felt even more wronged. Of course I know that he's not my father. Moreover, I don't care about his concern. I just want to use the incident of me falling into the water to make Lu Zhengming feel guilty and then blackmail him. Mom, do you know just now I heard that Lu Zhengming gave Lu Yushi 135 million in one go. Wang Yin could not believe her ears. What? More than 130 million? Wang Maya nodded as she cried. Wang Yin comforted her. All right, don't cry anymore. One day, all the money of the Lu family will be ours. Let her be happy for a while now. Also, why were you so careless? Didn't I ask you to introduce yourself? Why did you fall into the water for no reason? The word fall into the water made Wang Maiha, who was still crying, change her expression instantly. When I fell into the water, that B*TCH Yang ran took the opportunity to pull me over. Then, she let go and caused me to fall into the water again. Lu Yushi, that B*TCH, has been gloating not far away. I guess it must be them. Wang Yun, why is it them again? Looks like we can't not take revenge. You like this? Wang Yun did not know what kind of trick she had come up with next in Wang Mai's ear. Saturday 9:30. Sister Xiao Shi. Xiao Bei rushed towards Lu Yushi. Lu Yushi squatted down and let Xiao Bei fall in her arms. She picked Xiao Bei up and said, Xiao Bei has grown up after not seeing you for a few days. Sister Xiao Bei almost couldn't carry me anymore. Xiao Bei said, yes, Mommy said that Xiao Bei has grown up. Xiao Bei is a man now. In the future, Xiao Bei can protect Mommy and not let Daddy bully Mommy anymore. Lu Yushi's heart ached. Such a young child still had to go through so many things. Fortunately, the child was still young and did not understand such things. Perhaps she would be able to let it go when she grew up. Lu Yushi used her free hand to gently pinch Xiao Bei's face. Nonsense. Xiao Bei is not a man. Xiao Bei is a girl. When she grows up, she will only be a little princess. Even if she is not a man in the future, she can still protect Mommy. Just like her, even if she was a girl, she could still protect Daddy and protect the family. Of course, she did not say this out loud. Xiao Bei bit her index finger and asked in confusion, Sister Xiao Shi, why can Xiao Bei only be a little princess and not a man in the future? Lu Yushi was actually speechless. Xiao Bei blinked her big eyes that yearned for knowledge and looked at Lu Yushi. Lu Yushi hesitated awkwardly for a moment and suddenly thought of an idea. Xiao Bei, be good. You're still young now. You'll know when you grow up in the future. After Lu Yushi said this reason, she also understood what the adults told her when she was young. You'll know when you grow up. The meaning of this sentence was that the adults could not answer it and did not know how to say it. All right, Xiao Bei, stop pestering Sister Xiao Shi. Come down quickly. Lao Min, who had been silent all this while, shook her head helplessly. All right. Xiao Bei reluctantly got down from Lu Yushi's arms. Xiao Shi, why did you call me to the mall? Lao Min asked in confusion. Lu Yushi pointed to the clothing area and said, Lao Jie, pay attention to this clothing area and see if there are any flaws. Lao Min looked at it for a long while and said, there are few customers. There are too many styles of clothes, and the colors are simple. Wow, Lao Jie, you are amazing. You can actually see so many flaws just by looking at it. Lu Yushi clapped without holding back. She did not misjudge the person and indeed had potential. Lao Min said, oh right, Xiao Shi, why did you let me look at this? Didn't you ask me for help? Why did you let me go shopping? Lu Yushi said, Lao Jie, I did not ask you to go shopping, but you have already started to help. Lao Min was very confused. I'm already helping. I did not do anything. Hee, your opinion is my greatest help, Lu Yushi said with a smile. She did not care at all about Lao Min's negative evaluation of her own business. Lao Min's eyes were full of surprise. Is this your family's? She only knew that Lu Yushi was the child of a rich family. She only remembered now that the Lu Corporation was surnamed Lu, and Lu Yushi was also surnamed Lu. Why couldn't she guess it? Yes, that's right, Lao Jie. I hope you can help me. Lu Yushi looked at Lao Min sincerely. Lao Min looked at Xiao Bei and said sadly, you're the eldest daughter of a rich family, and I'm just an ordinary woman with a child. What can I help you with? Lao Jie, don't say that. Other than being born better, I'm not as good as you, Lu Yushi mocked herself. What do you need me to help you with? Tell me. Since I, Lao Min, have promised you, I will never go back on my word. Lu Yushi, thank you. Then they got to the main point. You have just discovered the problem here. I hope that you can help me solve the problem here in 2 days. After that, I will invest in a few more clothing stores of my own. I will be your boss. Can you help me manage them? No, I can't. I've only opened a clothing store before. I don't know anything else. Lao Min waved her hand and refused. Xiao Bei saw her mother waving her hand with a silly smile. She even said, "Yes, yes." Lu Yushi smiled and rubbed Xiao Bei's hair. She said to Lao Min, "Lao Jie, don't be so unconvinced. Although you sold your own clothing store in the end, it wasn't easy for you to get to this stage from a street stall. I believe you can do it." Lao Min looked at Lu Yushi's trusting gaze and finally agreed. "Lao Jie, I will let my father's secretary follow you and do as you say. When this place is on the right track, I believe that I have finished the other aspects of the shop. You can inform me then." "All right." As she spoke, she took out a pen and paper from her bag. She wrote down a string of numbers. "This is my cell phone number. Call me when you're done. I will arrange other things for you." Lao Min took it and looked at Xiao Bei. "But, Xiao Bei." Lu Yushi also understood Lao Min's concerns. "Don't worry. If you are busy and don't have time to look after Xiao Bei, I will help you think of someone to look after her. I will not let her suffer." "Okay." Lao Min was very satisfied with Lu Yushi's treatment. Lu Yushi said, "Then let's find a place to sit. I'll call Secretary Lu." Lu Yushi squatted down and rubbed Xiao Bei's hair. "Xiao Bei, let's go eat something delicious with Sister Xiao Shi." Xiao Bei jumped up excitedly and made a victory pose. "Okay." Just like that, Lu Yushi handed the problem of the quality of sales in the department store's clothing section to Lao Min and ran to the hair salon. Before she reached the door, she saw many people lining up and randomly asked someone, "Excuse me, what happened here? Why are there so many people?" The person who was asked did not look at Lu Yushi. He jumped up to look at the situation inside and said, "Look at the picture on the bulletin board." Lu Yushi looked at the bulletin board that she mentioned. Other than the back photo that she and Xiao Ran took last time, there was nothing else. Lu Yushi was puzzled and asked, "What's wrong with the picture on the bulletin board?" "Don't you know? It's this picture that attracted so many people to come here to have their hair cut. You can tell how popular these people are just by looking at them. Many people look so beautiful after having their hair cut. They couldn't help but come here." Lu Yushi, "Doesn't this hair salon have other branches? Are there many people there?" The person who was asked said, "Haha, I've also gone to see that. There are more people there. Some people who don't cut their hair heard of the fame and went in to have their hair pulled." Lu Yushi, "Yes, thank you. No need. As expected of the hairstyle that would be popular in the future, it was so popular now." Lu Yushi squeezed in with difficulty and saw Boss Sun who was busy giving orders. The sharp-eyed Sun Liang immediately noticed Lu Yushi and hurriedly went forward to greet her. "Miss Lu, you're here." "Boss Sun, not bad. There's an endless stream of customers," Lu Yushi teased. Sun Liang, "Miss Lu, you must be joking. If it wasn't for your hairstyle, how could there be so many people?" Lu Yushi smiled. "Then, Boss Sun, have you prepared the contract?" "Contract? What contract?" Sun Liang asked in confusion. Lu Yushi said calmly, "Boss Sun, could it be that you've forgotten the share contract after making money?" Speaking of the share contract, Sun Liang suddenly remembered. He patted his head. "Look at my head. I was so busy that I almost forgot about the contract. I almost made you hate me. The contract is ready. I'm just waiting for you to sign it." Lu Yushi saw that he had also forgotten about it, so she did not say anything. Then, Sun Liang invited Lu Yushi to his office. "Please sit. If you don't drink water, I won't pour it." Then, he turned around and handed the contract to her. "Who said I don't drink water?" Lu Yushi suddenly blurted out after taking the contract. Lu Yushi didn't mean to make things difficult for him. It was just that she didn't want others to guess what she was thinking. Instead, it was quite hot to come here on a hot day. Sun Liang was a little embarrassed, but he still poured her a glass of water. "As you expected, the customers are indeed full. The other branches are also full," Sun Liang said proudly. Lu Yushi looked at the contract and felt that it was nothing, so she signed it. Sun Liang also signed it at the same time, and the two of them exchanged signatures. Lu Yushi took out the card. "This is the 100 million yuan that I invested. If you need to verify it, you can call the bank immediately." Sun Liang took it and chuckled. "No, I believe you're not that kind of person. Thank you. Happy working with you." Lu Yushi extended her slender right hand. "Happy working with you." Sun Liang also extended his hand. "Lu Yushi, let's go. Make some arrangements. I'll take you to find someone and then teach you a hairstyle. Hearing that there was a new hairstyle, Sun Liang quickly ran out. When Lu Yushi went out, Sun Liang had already arranged his seat. It was indeed the boss. So many people had been arranged in an instant. Those who were in line or cutting their hair cast their gazes over when they saw it. Lu Yushi looked at the hair that did not fit her left and right. Then, she suddenly remembered someone. She walked out to the last person and pulled in the person who had just answered the question. When she had just asked the question, she had already felt that her hair had been well maintained. Oh Chi, who had been stepping outside to check on the situation inside, was pulled in by Lu Yushi. Why are you pulling me in like this? Oh Chi was very puzzled. Oh Chi's voice attracted more attention. Lu Yushi did not answer her question. She pulled her to her seat and sat her down. Looking at her, she asked, "Now I have a new hairstyle here. Your face shape and hair quality are very suitable. Do you want to try it?" Oh Chi felt even more puzzled. She was perfectly fine, yet she was asked so many questions. Oh Chi hesitated and stammered. "This." Lu Yushi turned around and showed her the hair. "This hairstyle was designed by me. Boss Sun cut it. I wonder if this will earn your trust?" When the people around heard it, they immediately screamed, "Wow, I'm so envious of that woman. This beautiful girl is the designer of these hairstyles. Wow, there must be a nice new hairstyle. It must be very nice. Ah, I'll cut it back later to show off the new hairstyle to my classmates. I'll even see the designer with my own eyes. They'll be so envious." Hearing all the theories around her, Ochi nodded and agreed. In fact, she didn't want to show off her hairstyle. It was just that her boyfriend's birthday was coming up, and she wanted to dress well to give him a surprise. Seeing her nod, Lu Yushi gave Sun Liang a look and said, "Don't worry, I won't cut you." Sun Liang skillfully rotated the golden scissors and moved it to the left side to continue cutting. As it was not the time for 3G mobile phones to be popular, there was no sound of taking photos, only endless exclamations. 20 minutes later, Sun Liang successfully completed the hairstyle instructed by Lu Yushi. Ochi opened her eyes and looked at her in disbelief. Was this or just a hair? Could it really make a person look so good? How is it? Is it okay? Lu Yushi asked. Yes. Ochi was a little embarrassed by her look. But I only brought a little money. I'm afraid it won't be enough. Ochi's eyes dimmed. It's okay. We're grateful for you modeling for us. How can we ask you for money? Don't you know if there's a request? Sun Liang asked. Yes, you can ask. Can I take a photo of your back hairstyle and hang it on the bulletin board? Yes. Ochi agreed generously. When Ochi finished taking the photo and went out, her scream became louder. Ah, it's so beautiful. I want to cut this too. I want to cut it too. I want to cut it too. As the crowd continued to squeeze in, the staff inside could not hold it in any longer. Don't squeeze. Please line up in order. Lu Yushi did not care. She patted her butt and squeezed out. Let them squeeze. She did not care. However, the girl just now looked familiar. She felt that she had seen her somewhere after she cut her hair, but she could not remember where. Who cared? She went to Yang Rant's house to look for pudding first. When she passed by the long river in the park, she suddenly heard someone arguing. Who is she? Didn't you say that you went back to your hometown? Why are you here now? Are you lying to me? Ochi pointed at the woman next to him in disbelief. I didn't go back to my hometown. I did lie to you. How is it? Who told you to be stupid and let me lie to you? The man's arrogant look made people want to slap him. Ochi took a step back in disbelief and then shouted like a crazy person, Why? Why did you treat me like that? What did I do wrong to make you treat me like this? The woman in the man's arms couldn't help but say, My dear, who is this ugly woman? Why did you say that you lied to her? Ochi heard the D*MN mistress call her an ugly woman. She went up and slapped her, but before she could hit her, she was stopped in the air by the man. What are you doing? Why don't you look in the mirror and see how ugly you are wearing black-framed glasses all day? Now you're saying that you're ugly and you're not happy? Calling you ugly is flattering you. Ochi could not stand the mistress' mocking face. She shook off the man's hand and wanted to hit him, but the man stopped her. This time, the man was not merciful. He threw her with force, and Ochi fell backward with an unstable center of gravity. I fell into the water. The mistress covered her mouth and laughed. The man held the mistress and said as they walked, "Don't mind her. Let's go and have a feast. The water isn't deep, so she can't drown." "Help!" She gulped down a mouthful of water. "Help!" Gulu, who was struggling, took another sip of water. The water was not deep, but she twisted her ankle when she fell backward and could not stand up at all. Lu Yushi, who saw this scene, thought of the past that she could not bear to look back on. Ochi's experience was exactly the same as hers. Other than the location and characters, everything else was the same. Lu Yushi saw Ochi struggling, ran over, threw down her backpack, and jumped into the water without hesitation. The water was only as deep as Lu Yushi's chest. After jumping in, Lu Yushi walked quickly to Ochi, grabbed her, and brought her to the shore. Lu Yushi was panting as she pulled Ochi out of the water. Cough, cough. Ochi coughed. Lu Yushi reached out and patted her back. "Are you all right?" Ochi turned around and coughed. He shook his hand to show that he was all right. "Ochi, thank you. I'm fine. I heard something from afar. You said that he lied to you. What happened?" Lu Yushi asked in confusion. Lu Yushi's question made her cover her mouth. She hugged her knees and cried. Lu Yushi did not know why her question would make her cry like this. She could only brace herself and comfort her. "Don't be like this. Why are you crying when you're fine? If you have anything sad, you can tell me. Maybe I can help you." Ochi's painful crying made Lu Yushi feel very guilty. She was in so much pain that she cried like a child that no one wanted. "Don't cry. If there's anything that you're really happy to tell me, it'll be more comfortable." Ochi raised his head from his knees and looked at Lu Yushi with sobs. His sobs were extremely heartbreaking. Lu Yushi quickly grabbed the backpack that was not wet and took out a tissue to pass to her. "Don't cry anymore. Tell me, if I can help you, I will do my best to help you." Ochi took the tissue and looked at Lu Yushi. He told her the reason why he was crying. "You should have seen it just now. That's my boyfriend." Speaking of boyfriend, Lu Yushi swallowed her saliva. She was about the same age as her and was in a relationship. Shouldn't she let go of her past and start a relationship without breaking up? Then she heard Ochi say, "We met last year. We were students in the same high school. Perhaps we were too close and unknowingly fell in love with him. He was very concerned about me and caused himself to sink deeper and deeper. Later, there was a time when he was beaten until his face was swollen. He came in front of me and said that he was a loan shark who wanted to collect debts. If he didn't pay back the money, he would chop his hands and feet off. He knelt in front of me and begged me to help him. He said that he would pay back the money to himself. At that time, I had already entered the best university in the area. It was because of these few words of his that I gave up on my dream. I hid it from my parents and dropped out of school. I worked my ass off to pay back the loan shark for him. However, how could the huge loan shark's money be paid off with a few meager salaries? Hence, when she said this, she paused for a moment and her tears fell. So I secretly went back to my hometown and stole the house deed of my hometown. I sold the land deed." Lu Yushi frowned and handed her a tissue. She asked carefully, "Then what happened next?" Ochi gritted her teeth and her lips trembled. "Later, the loan sharks chased my parents out of the house. I will never forget the sound of my parents resisting the loan sharks. It tortured me like a deadly poison." Ochi beat her chest with guilt. "Later, my mother and father moved to my grandmother's house and were bullied and looked down upon by my aunts and uncles. I let them down. I thought that after I paid off the loan sharks, he would give me a future. I didn't expect that I would believe the lie of that scumbag. There's nothing left. If there's no money, you can earn it back. If there's no scumbag like him, you can't even ask for more money." Lu Yushi said indignantly, "Don't think that you can't do it so easily. No one can deny themselves so easily. You can always start from scratch." It was as if she was trying her best to keep herself alive. Ochi laughed self-deprecatingly. "I can earn 200,000 yuan. How many jobs do I have to work to earn it back?" Lu Yushi did not know why, but she felt that the girl in front of her had a similar experience as her. She wanted to help her. "I'll help you." Lu Yushi looked at her sincerely. but she did not dare to face her. It's useless. It's too much. You look 1 year younger than me. Moreover, you're just a stylist at a hair salon. No matter how high your salary is, it's hard to earn 200,000 yuan. Lu Yushi replied, Don't worry, I have my own ways. Do you trust me? Ochi looked up at Lu Yushi's serious gaze and somehow believed her. For some reason, she just wanted to believe the girl in front of her who was younger than her. Lu Yushi patted her butt and put on her backpack. She reached out her hand and said, Let's go and change. This outfit is uncomfortable. My friend is nearby. Let's go to her house. Ochi held her hand and stood up. Okay. Thud, thud, thud. Yang Ran put on her slippers and ran downstairs. Lin Lanmei, who was drinking tea in the hall, stopped her. Why are you running if you're walking properly? Yang Ran said, Hee, I'm walking properly. Xiaoxi called and said that she's already outside the door. Lin Lanmei put down the teacup in her hand. Xiaoxi is here. Why aren't you going to pick her up? Yang Ran stuck out her tongue. Why did it make me so happy when I heard that Xiaoxi was here? She treated Xiaoxi better than I treated my daughter. Before she could finish speaking, Lu Yushi had already walked in with familiarity. Hello, Annie. Ochi also followed Lu Yushi and greeted her. Hello, Annie. Lu Yushi said, I'm sorry, Auntie. I called Xiao Ran to tell her that I'm here, so Nanny Li opened the door for me and came straight in. Auntie Lin, you won't blame me, right? Why would I blame you? The next time you come, you don't have to cause so much trouble. You can come whenever you want. Don't treat yourself as an outsider, Lin Lon Magnesium said kindly. Auntie Lin and her mother were very close sisters, and Uncle Yang was also a good brother to her father. Her relationship with Yang Ran was also not ordinary, so both parents treated each other's daughter as if they were their own daughters. Yang Ran first noticed Ou Chi. Xiaoxi, this is my friend. Her name is... When Lu Yushi was about to introduce herself, she realized that she did not know her name. Ochi saw Lu Yushi's embarrassment and quickly replied, My name is Ou Chi. Yang Ran stretched out her right hand. Xiaoxi's friend is my friend. Hello, my name is Yang Ran. This is my mother. Hello. Lin Lam smiled and stretched out her hand as well. Yang Ran and Lin Lan were very calm when they heard the name Ou Chi, but Lu Yushi could not remain calm. Ou Chi, the queen of songs and movie in the Red Border country. Many large multinational companies had paid a lot of money to hire her as an endorsement, but they could not hire this great Buddha. Lu Yushi did not expect that she would pick up another famous figure in the music and movie industry by the side of the road. How lucky was that? Lu Yushi came back to her senses and only remembered that she and Ou Chi were still wearing wet clothes. Auntie, I'm going to Yang Ran's room with Ou Chi to change clothes. The clothes are so wet. Lin Lam only paid attention to what Lu Yushi said. She took a look and said, You two children fell into the river. Why are you so wet? Quick, Yang Ran, take Xiaoxi and Ou Chi up to change clothes. Got it. Xiaoxi, Ou Chi, quickly follow us. Then Auntie, we'll go up first, Lu Yushi said. Okay, hurry up and go. Yang Ran had just opened the door when Pudding jumped out of the room. It kept wagging its tail and circling around Lu Yushi. Lu Yushi squatted down and stroked Pudding's head. Pudding is so obedient. I haven't seen you for a few days, and you still remember me so clearly. Yang Ran was a little jealous. HMPH, you have no conscience. These past few days, I've been feeding it with good food and drinks, but I've never seen it treat me so well. Of course, my dog only loves me. In fact, Lu Yushi did not know why Pudding liked it so much. Perhaps it was because she did not dislike it or scold it when it was most hungry that it was so loyal to her. All right, stop teasing it. Come in and change your clothes. You'll really catch a cold later. Yang Ran dragged Lu Yushi and Ou Chi in and threw them to her separately. Ochi took the clothes, but was reluctant to change them. She knew that Lu Yushi's friend would be very rich even before she entered the house. She did not expect the interior decoration to make her feel even more amazed at how beautiful it was. Now that Yang Ran threw the clothes to her, she was reluctant to wear them. She was afraid that she would dirty her clothes. Looking at Ou Chi holding the clothes in a daze, Lu Yushi asked doubtfully, What's wrong? Aren't you going to change? What are you standing there for? Ochi lowered his head with a gloomy look. I'm afraid that I'll dirty it. Ochi's words made Lu Yushi and Yang Ran stunned. They had an indescribable feeling in their hearts. It won't happen. You can wear it generously, Yang Ran said. Ochi heard them say so he wore it generously. After wearing it, Lu Yushi kept staring at her. Ochi was embarrassed by her stare. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it ugly? Lu Yushi quickly shook her head and said, No, it's very pretty. It's just that. She reached out to Ochi and took off her black-rimmed glasses. Ochi did not react in time. Xiaoxi, why are you taking off my glasses? Yang Ran saw Oyuchi taking off his glasses. Her hand, which was still selecting clothes, suddenly stopped. Wow, Oyuchi, you're so beautiful. Lu Yushi smiled as expected. It was indeed Oyuchi from the television. She was as beautiful as she had imagined. No wonder she could not recognize him. It turned out that he had put on his glasses. After putting on his glasses, her beautiful face could not be seen at all. She was an ordinary girl that was a little rustic. Lu Yushi put on Ochi's glasses. How much are you short-sighted? Although Ochi was very confused as to why she would ask this, she still answered honestly. Almost 200. I've forgotten too. Lu Yushi said, 200 Baidu is not very deep. I'll bring you to match your glasses later. Ochi quickly rejected. No, it's not necessary. I have glasses. I don't need to match them. Yang Ran said helplessly, Your glasses are suitable for changing. You're even older than an old lady. Ochi blinked innocently. No, I think it's pretty good. Lu Yushi. Yang Ran. Lu Yushi had no choice but to throw the house away. The fields came to seduce her. Don't you want to earn back your old house and land? Don't you want your parents to go home without being looked down on? Ochi nodded without thinking. But what does this have to do with the glasses? Yang Ran. Don't ask so many questions. Just listen to Xiaoxi. She won't hurt you. Okay, I got it. Lu Yushi asked, Do you know how to sing? Sing? It's okay, right? What's wrong? Ochi was even more puzzled by Lu Yushi's question. Lu Yushi, it's nothing. Let's go. I'll bring you to get your glasses. When they reached downstairs, Lin Lon Magnesium changed the tea into coffee and smiled while watching TV. She saw Lu Yushi carrying her bag. Xiaoxi, aren't you staying for dinner? No, Annie, I have to go. I have something to do. Annie, don't drink so much coffee and tea. Otherwise, Xiao Ran won't know where to find her little brother. Lu Yushi teased with a smile. Younger brother? What younger brother? Lin Lan Mei asked. She was able to marry Yang Ran's father at the age of 17. For many people, this was considered puppy love. Moreover, Yang Ran's father was also very poor at that time. His family had always opposed it. Later, they used love to let them be together. After they got married, Yang Shirqing had been working hard finally. She did not regret it. She gave birth to Yang Ran and kept having a child, but she just could not give birth. Auntie, have you had your period this month? Lu Yushi asked. She remembered that in her previous life, Auntie Lin got pregnant not long after Grandma Yang died, but she had not noticed it. She was also an old woman who gave birth and had miscarried for no reason. Lin Lan Magnesium was embarrassed by her question. For such a child to ask this question, she was so shy that she said, I don't think you've come. It's been delayed for more than half a month. But isn't it menopause? Lu Yushi. Mom, please have some basic knowledge, okay? You're only 34 years old. What menopause? Yang Ran could not stand it anymore and said, Then why don't I have my period? Yang Ran rolled her eyes at her mother. You don't even know that. You're pregnant. Wait. Pregnant. Lu Yushi smiled and said, I think so. Auntie, this is considered an old woman giving birth. You have to be careful. Lin Lan Mei was dumbfounded and did not believe it. I'm pregnant? Call Dad and tell him. Yes, call Dad and tell him. Yang Ran was flustered and excited as she dialed the number. Auntie, I'm also sure. If you want to be sure, you could go to the hospital to check now. Yes, have a checkup. Xiao Ran, don't tell your dad yet. Accompany Mom to the hospital for a checkup. Lin Lan put on her coat in a hurry. Yang Ran also quickly put on her clothes and prepared to leave. Xiaoxi, Auntie's going to have checkup now. You can do whatever you want. Before she could finish her sentence, she disappeared without a trace. Did she have to be so excited? Lu Yushi said, "Let's go too. Pudding, follow me." "Miss, I'm sorry. Pets are not allowed here." Before they could enter the optician's shop, they were stopped outside. "Oh, okay. Pudding, sit down. Wait for me here." Lu Yushi tried to give it instructions, but she did not expect it to sit outside the door and wag its tail obediently. Oh, Chi, Pudding is so obedient. Lu Yushi was very proud of herself. After entering the shop, people couldn't help but sigh at the various types of glasses. They were so beautiful. "May I help you?" A man in a white coat asked. "Oh, give her a few pairs of glasses." Lu Yushi pointed at Oh-Chi and said, "Okay, this lady, please follow me. I'll check your prescription." The hospital brought Oh-Chi into a small room to check. Lu Yushi also took the opportunity to pick a few styles that were suitable for Oh-Chi. "May I ask if this lady needs an introduction?" The sales lady asked. "Yes, this green one. This green contact lens is imported from Germany. It has a special crystal composition. It's comfortable and beautiful to wear." Lu Yushi, "Yes, this one, that one." Lu Yushi bought 8 pairs of glasses, 3 pairs of contact lenses, 2 pairs of thin black frames, and 3 other pairs in one go. "How much is it?" Lu Yushi asked. "It's a total of 15,888. Miss, do you want to pay by credit card or cash?" "Pay by card," arrogantly pulled the card out of the bag, but was stopped by Oh-Chi. "Xiaoxi, we don't want to buy it anymore. It's so expensive." Lu Yushi handed the card over. "It's fine, don't worry." "But really?" Lu Yushi interrupted. "All right, stop talking. No matter how hard we rush, it'll take a few hours. Let's go shopping now." "Xiaoxi, although I know you won't harm me, I really can't afford to pay you back that much money. Why don't we stop buying it?" Lu Yushi patted Oh-Chi's hand and said, "Don't worry, you'll pay me back if you believe me." "But how can I possibly?" "No buts. Let's go and buy some clothes." Lu Yushi pulled Oh-Chi into the department store and started buying. They were all Oh-Chi's clothes and shoes. There was one here, one there, one pair there. Oh-Chi also tried to reject them, but he was scared by Lu Yushi using the fields. When she heard about the fields and houses, Oh-Chi immediately followed Lu Yushi obediently, allowing her to compare them with him. After shopping for a long time, Lu Yushi really couldn't go on anymore. She just looked at Oh-Chi and dragged him to pay the bill. Oh-Chi looked at the bags in his hands and Lu Yushi's hands. He could not help but say, "Xiaoxi, don't buy so many for me. I really can't afford to pay you back." Lu Yushi did not care about her. She pulled her out of the mall and said, "I don't think too much. You must pay back. By the way, where is your home? Tell me. I'll get the driver to send her to your home." Lu Yushi's words made Oh-Chi fall silent again. "I don't have a home. The rental house expired yesterday. The landlord kicked me out yesterday." Lu Yushi's face was full of disbelief. "Then where did you sleep last night?" "Oh-Chi, I slept under the bridge last night. I accidentally fell asleep last night and was thrown out of all my luggage." Lu Yushi really wanted to ask her, "If you still have the mood to cut your hair, aren't you too strong in your heart?" Oh-Chi said sadly, "I'm only worth 200 yuan now. I thought I could rely on her, but I didn't expect." "Okay, it's okay, I got it." She took out her phone and called home. "Hello, is this Mother Who?" "Yes, you're the one who called the driver to come to the department store for me." "Yes." She hung up and stuffed Lu Yushi into her backpack. Oh-Chi kept staring at Lu Yushi and asked, "Xiaoxi, what exactly does your home do? Why do you have a driver and so much money to lend me?" Lu Yushi pursed her lips and asked Oh-Chi to point behind her so that she could turn around. "Wow, Xiaoxi, does her family run a car repair shop? It's not easy to have a car repair shop in this area." But she did not look at the department store behind her. Instead, it was the repair shop next to the department store. Lu Yushi was a little speechless. "No, look at the back." Oh-Chi turned around doubtfully. When he turned back, he had a different expression. "Xiaoxi, does your family own such a big department store?" It's not just this one. There are many others of the same size, all in the prime locations of other cities." Lu Yushi had a feeling of flaunting her wealth. Actually, it was not that. It was just that when she asked her to help Oh-Chi, she did not get rejected so many times. When Ochi heard this, he did not look very envious. Instead, he was a little worried. Xiaoxi, it's very dangerous for you to be like this. I saw on the television that rich people are often kidnapped. Do you need to bring bodyguards when you go out in the future? The kind with sunglasses. Ochi, you've watched too much television, haven't you? Lu Yushi was speechless until what time it was. It was hopeless. The sound of the brakes, squeaking, slightly scared the two of them. Master Qi, why are you so fast? I just hung up the phone and arrived not long ago. Master Qi smugly patted his chest and said, I used to be in a racing team when I was young. I can't just stop when I'm old, can I? No wonder you were so calm when you were stuck in traffic. It turned out that you were used to being stuck in traffic when you were young. Then, Master Qi, help me bring these clothes and shoes back. Then, ask Mother who to help me put them in my room. Got it, Mississippi. After saying that, she drove away. Lu Yushi pinched her arm and relaxed a little. Let's go. Let's eat at the restaurant around the corner. It just so happened that she wanted to see how Oyuchi's Western food etiquette was like. If it didn't work, she could only teach her. Otherwise, she would lose face in the future. The restaurant that Lu Yushi went to was elegant and chic. The beautiful light music was very suitable for wine tasting, but unfortunately, she didn't want to drink it now. Before entering the door, the waiter in a suit and tie bent down to show the etiquette. May I ask how many people are there? Do you want to make a reservation? 2 of you. No reservation, Lu Yushi said skillfully. On the other hand, Ochi rarely came to such an occasion and felt a little inferior and uncomfortable. Lu Yushi could also see that she was uncomfortable. In order to make her not nervous, she naturally held her hand and looked at her with a smile. The waiter brought them to a middle place. Lu Yushi felt that it would be the same no matter where they sat, so she did not say anything and just sat down. The waiter brought 2 cups of water and a menu. Please take your order. Lu Yushi quickly ordered the menu and handed it to the waiter. I want a serving of red wine and foie gras. Not too well done. Okay, then may I know what you need, miss? Me too. Ochi could only say that because she could not understand the English menu at all. Do you need wine? Lu Yushi refused. No need. The waiter said, Okay, please wait a moment. After the waiter left, Ochi heaved a sigh of relief. Lu Yushi said embarrassedly, Ochi, I'm sorry. I didn't know you didn't understand English. Ochi smiled and shook his head. It's okay. Okay, then wait for me here. I'm going to the bathroom. Lu Yushi stood up and left the seat. Ochi looked at the Western restaurant seriously. The antique decoration made it look elegant. This might be the reason why it attracted customers. At this moment, Ochi, why are you here? This is not a place where anyone can enter. You should escape now. Zhu Wei, the scumbag, suddenly appeared. Seeing the scumbag who lied to her, Ochi wanted to rush up and give him a slap. However, her cowardly personality made her sit on the spot and be humiliated. My dear, why are you saying that? No matter what, she is still your ex-girlfriend. It is not right to say that. The mistress said arrogantly. Ochi thought that she was really trying to stop Zhu Wei, but who knew that the next thing she said would be even more unpleasant. Maybe she's latched onto some rich man who's about to die. The mistress pretended to be gentle, and her tone was disgusting. Ochi gritted her teeth and bit her trembling lips. Her hands clenched into fists. Zhu Wei knew that Ochi was a coward and did not dare to do anything to him. He said even more proudly, What? To be honest, you're still angry. If it wasn't because you gave me your house for nothing, I wouldn't even look at you. Give it to you? What do you mean? Oyuki widened her eyes in fear, afraid that it was what she thought. Isn't it just for me what usury? It's all fake. It's mainly because you're a little girl from the countryside who's easy to fool. Who knew that you could really take out your house and land? Do you know how much I sold your house and land for? Zhu Wei said smugly. Then he continued, It was sold for more than 1,000,000 yuan. I really didn't expect that your land was going to be bought by the state for the construction of a power plant. So I sold it at a high level. It's still worthy of your land. The shocking news was just as she had expected. Ochi was on the verge of collapse. Everything seemed to be isolated from her. She couldn't believe it, and she couldn't believe that she had let her parents and daughter down. The mistress smiled and said, "How was it? How was the makeup on that swollen face?" "What? That's for makeup." "Zhu Wei, you bastard. Why did you do this to me?" But she almost exploded. "I lied to you. How about it? Do you want me to give you some of my thanks to help you get these? When my friends went to chase them away, your parents' miserable screams and cries really made my heart ache," Zhu Wei said as he took out a 100 yuan note from his handbag and slammed it on the table. "Mistress, giving her so much money will only be a waste. You're worse than a poor beggar." Zhu Wei kissed Mistress and said sweetly, "It's okay. Aren't you a beggar? Come, let's go eat." Then he hugged Mistress and wanted to leave. Ochi was so angry that she was crying, but she didn't resist at all. She only weakly shouted, "Zhu Wei, you bastard, I won't let you off. Give me back my money, or I'll call the police and arrest you." "Mistress, I'm calling the police to arrest you. Do you want me to give you another $20? Zhu Wei was angered by the mistress' words. He grabbed Ouchi's collar and said, "Go ahead, go ahead. What evidence do you have to say that I took your money? I'm telling you, don't threaten me. Otherwise, I'll make sure that you won't be able to survive in this city, country bumpkin." When he let go of Ouchi, he swung her forcefully and almost threw Ouchi to the ground. The mistress spat, "You beggar, don't come to this kind of occasion to lose face. I'm disgusted by looking at you." After saying that, she hugged Zhu Wei and prepared to eat. "Stop! Who are you calling a beggar?" Lu Yushi, who had returned from the washroom, shouted domineeringly. As she was only washing her hands, she came back relatively quickly. Seeing Ouchi being bullied by these two scumbags, she held back from showing up because she had something important to prepare. Zhu Wei turned his head and looked at Lu Yushi. With a disdainful look, he said, "I said she was a beggar. Who are you?" "I am the rich man that you're talking about who is about to die." Lu Yushi looked at Ouchi, who was lying on the table, crying with tears in her eyes. She was so angry that she slammed the table hard. "Apologize to me." This slap attracted the attention of the other customers in the restaurant. "Haha, apologize. I'm telling the truth. Why should I apologize?" Zhu Wei said matter-of-factly to the gazes around him. Based on this, Lu Yushi took out her phone and took out the video that she had just taken. The reason why she did not stop her was not only because she wanted to take the video, but also because she had recorded the fact that he had confessed. When Zhu Wei saw the video of Lu Yushi's phone, he was so surprised that he wanted to snatch it. However, Lu Yushi put her in her bag first. "How is it, pig's tail? Can you apologize to me for this? Why do you think your name is Zhu Wei?" "Pig's tail? Zhu Wei, how ugly is that?" Zhu Wei pointed angrily at Lu Yushi's nose and said, "This is considered a violation of my portrait rights. I have the right to sue you." When she heard that Zhu Wei wanted to sue Lu Yushi, Ouchi quickly raised her head and looked at Zhu Wei with red eyes. "I beg you, don't sue her. She didn't do it on purpose. As long as you don't sue her, I don't want your money." Lu Yushi felt sorry for Ouchi's stupidity. "Ouchi, don't beg her." Zhu Wei said, "Humph, begging me is useless. I will sue her to death." Lu Yushi laughed out loud. "Ouchi doesn't know the law. Do you think I don't know it too? This is a public place, not a private place. It's not a crime to take photos of you. If you're guilty, then those television station photographers will be sued every day." Zhu Wei said anxiously, "Me? What about me? What do you want? Do you have a problem with that?" Lu Yushi glared at him. Ouchi heard Lu Yushi's words and was relieved. The mistress pulled Zhu Wei and said, "All right, don't let these 2B asterisk cheese ruin our mood. Let's go eat." Lu Yushi smiled and called Secretary Lu. If she wanted to eat, there was no way she could. Don't forget, this Western restaurant was run by her family. Lu Jingming often told her to look for Secretary Lu if there was anything. Now that she thought about it, she found it a little funny. Sure enough, not long after, the manager walked over like a travel-worn person. "Hello, Miss Lu. I'm the manager here. What can I do for you?" Secretary Lu's call just now gave him a shock. He thought that something big had happened. It turned out that the daughter of the Lu family had arrived. She had to serve her well. "Yes, there is. Look, that table." Then she pointed at Zhu Wei's table. "The guests at that table spoke rudely to my friend. Their language is uncivilized. Please ask them to leave. The manager nodded and gestured for the two waiters to follow him. Then, he walked to Zhu Wei's table. Sir, I'm sorry. A guest said that you spoke rudely and uncivilized to her. Our restaurant will not accept such a guest, so please leave. The manager began to chase her away. Lu Yushi, who was watching the commotion from afar, was extremely happy. Ochi tugged at her clothes worriedly. Xiaoxi, what's going on? Why are they listening to you? Lu Yushi smiled mysteriously and said, because this is a restaurant under the Lu Corporation. The LU Corporation? It can't be the richest Lu Corporation in City A, right? But why would a restaurant under the Lu Corporation listen to you? Doesn't your family run a department store? Ochi expressed her doubts. Yes. But did you forget my surname? Ochi. Your surname is Lu. Wait, could it be the Lu Corporation's Lu? Lu Yushi did not hide it from her. Yes, it is. Ochi was so shocked that her mouth did not close. Oh my God, she was just from the countryside, but she was lucky enough to be friends with the daughter of the richest man in the big city. This did not make sense. Lu Yushi helplessly reached out her hand and lifted her chin, letting her close her mouth. Then, she turned her head to Zhu Wei's side, letting her watch the show. Why should I leave? It's not like I don't want to pay. Call your manager over. Zhu Wei roared angrily. The manager was not afraid of him. He made a gesture of invitation and said, I'm sorry, I'm the manager. You're going to disturb my guest like this. Please leave. Lu Yushi, who was watching the show, heard the manager's reply and shouted in her heart, beautiful. The mistress also started to kick up a fuss. That's right. Didn't you open the restaurant for our guests? Now you want to chase us away? What do you mean by that? If you don't leave now, I'll really get someone to invite you out, the manager said rudely. Chun Wei cursed, but he was also afraid that he would really be invited out and thrown out, so he had no choice but to give up and stand up to leave. When he passed by Lu Yushi's dining table, Lu Yushi raised her eyebrows and said, Yo, they're being invited out just like that? Zhu Wei wanted to rush up, but was stopped by the waiter. It must be the work of you 2B asterisk cheese. Just you wait. I definitely won't let you go. Let's go. Ochi pulled Lu Yushi in fear. Xiaoxi, I'm scared. Lu Yushi comforted him. Don't be afraid. She won't dare to do anything. And listen. As she spoke, she took out her phone and played the recording for Oyuchi to listen to. Ochi looked at Lu Yushi in surprise. Lu Yushi smiled and said, with this, we can sue him. How? How did you get this? Lu Yushi said embarrassedly. I recorded it when I came back from the washroom. I didn't go up to help you. I'm sorry. No, it's okay, Xiaoxi. Thank you. If you can really help me get my land back, I'll do anything you want. Ochi looked serious. You don't have to do anything for me. I just want to help you. Lu Yushi suddenly shouted, Where's pudding? Where did I leave pudding? Ochi chuckled. Didn't you ask the driver to bring it back? That's right. I almost forgot. The waiter placed the foie gras in front of them. The aroma of the red wine instantly assaulted their nostrils. The color of the wine made them want to finish it in one bite. Ochi looked at the knives and forks placed on both sides and stammered, Xiaoxi, I don't know how to... Lu Yushi said patiently, It's okay, just follow me. Take the fork with your left hand, turn the other hand, and then... As Ochi did not have a place to stay, Lu Yushi temporarily let Oyuchi stay in her own house. She also told her to be careful of the two people. After all, in her previous life, there was no such person as Ochi, so she did not know what would happen now. So, she could only remind her to be careful. Moreover, Yang Ran had just called and confirmed that Mother Yang was pregnant. The whole family was very happy to invite Lu Yushi to their house as a guest. It seemed that since she had changed so much, it was time for her to be more careful. Soon, it was time for the school to announce the results. As it was the first time in so many years that there was no distinction between arts and science, the school attached great importance to who was the best in science and who was the best in arts. On a hot day, in the open-air meeting venue of the school, all the students gathered there with their chairs. The dark mass of people made Lu Yushi a little annoyed. Xiao Ran, what's going on? Why are we having such a good meeting? Yang Ran shook her head, indicating that she did not know. Maybe it's because the results of the exam are out. And then there's a reward or something. Lu Yushi, oh, but hasn't the school always been like this? Has it been reformed? Cough, cough. I'm very sorry that we're still having a meeting in such hot weather. This meeting was arranged by the higher-ups. I think all of you have questions as to why this year's liberal arts and science exam will not be separated from the family. In fact, this is a test that the higher-ups have given to our students. All the universities in various places have said that if the liberal arts and science subjects add up to the top 10, they can directly choose a university and directly attend it without having to take the exam. The president's words were said. All the students were whispering to each other, and there was a feeling that they could not stop. Wow, it's actually so good. Looks like I'm not fated this time. Classmate A, Classmate B, if I knew it would be like this, I would have studied harder. Classmate C, I feel that there is no doubt that the first place will definitely be Wang Maiha. After all, the first place is not something that is bragged about. Classmate A could not help but ask, didn't they say that Lu Yushi is the hot favorite this year? Classmate C, I heard that it's all an act. Actually, it's not written well at all. Ignoring the students who had heard the news from God knows where, she frowned as she recalled. She remembered that in her previous life, she did not directly enter university. Could it be that she had performed well in this exam? No, I can't. I have to change it back. The principal saw that her words had caused so many reactions and was very satisfied. All right, stop arguing. Now, I will announce these 10 students. So, students who have read their names, please come forward one by one to receive your certificates. The students below all became nervous and quiet. Even those who usually did not perform, while hoped that they could enter the top 10 if they performed poorly. The principal took out a piece of paper. 10th place, Zhou Yinin, 9th place, 8th, 7th place. Okay, now the main event is here. Our 2nd place, Wang Maiha. Wang Maiha, who was originally happy and thought that she could get 1st place, suddenly heard her name in 2nd place. Her smile froze on her face. Wow, the 2nd place is Wang Maiha. Then who is the 1st place? The students discussed again. The principal kept them in suspense. The 1st place that I want to say is amazing. She is. The whole school held their breath, wanted to hear who the 1st place was. She is. Guess who it is? Tis. All the students in the school looked at each other in disdain. The principal coughed awkwardly and said, "Be quiet. Let me announce the 1st place. She is student Lu Yushi." Everyone said in disbelief, "It's actually Lu Yushi. It's unbelievable." To be honest, I can't believe it either. Who knows Lu Yushi? I want her to teach me my homework. Wang Maiha is just so-so. When Wang Maiha heard this discussion, she was so angry that her eyes turned red. Lu Yushi stole my limelight. The principal was also very excited by his own words. Moreover, student Lu, who is in 1st place, got a perfect score. There's a full 30 points difference between her and student Wang, who is in 2nd place. The students, wow, a full 30 points? What kind of concept is that? Lu Yushi is too amazing. I heard that she's always the first to hand in her papers for this exam. The principal, okay, now let me invite these 10 students to come up to the stage to receive their certificates. Let's give them a round of applause. Yang Ran's reaction was a little slow as she said, "Xiaoxi, did you hear that? You actually got 1st place. Does that mean that you don't need to take the college entrance exam and go straight to university?" I think so, but I don't think I'll go straight to university. I have my own thoughts. Lu Yushi was very calm. When all the students received the so-called certificate that allowed them to express their thoughts, Lu Yushi suddenly made a shocking move in front of all the students in the school, tearing up the certificate. This move once again caused a sensation among the students. The principal frowned in confusion and asked, "Student Lu Yushi, what are you doing? Do you know what you were doing?" Lu Yu picked up the microphone. Her serious expression made it difficult for others to understand her current mood. "This is what I think. Perhaps you will think that I have a motive for doing this. I do have a motive. I want to take the college entrance exam for the only time in my life." Of course, most of all, she did not want to change too much. If that happened, she would not dare to grasp what would happen in the future. The students listened in unusual silence. Lu Yushi continued, 3 years. We have worked hard for 3 years. In these 3 years, we may have wanted to give up countless times, but for the sake of this college entrance exam, we still persevered and allowed ourselves to sit here. Moreover, if I choose a good university directly, you will also lose a chance to give in. Therefore, in order to be fair, I want to take the exam with you and not be a special person. Silence. It was still very quiet. Suddenly, the principal took the lead in clapping. All the students applauded, and some even secretly wiped their tears. 3 years. They were finally about to endure it. After the other 8 students heard this, they did not hesitate to tear it up. Wang Maiha did not want to let Lu Yushi go, so she tore up all of them. This scene made everyone present excited. The student who tore up the certificate said, I also want to take the college entrance examination. I also want to give myself a chance. Okay. The applause continued. The students below were moved and said together, thank you all. This thank you was almost using up all of their strength. Perhaps it was because of Lu Yushi's words that all the grade 12 students were in a frenzy of revision. The principal was very pleased when he saw this. He was very happy that the leader's decision made the students have such a reaction. He also thanked Lu Yushi for her brilliant and short speech. However, the school that was like a bolt out of the blue had produced another super difficult question. It was a question that was jointly proposed by all the famous professors in the country. It was said that such a super difficult question might also appear in the college entrance examination this time. This caused the students who had originally intended to rub their palms together and fight for their lives in the remaining half a month to suddenly sigh. The same situation had also appeared in Lu Yushi's class. The homeroom teacher on the podium smiled and said, Students, I have 2 pieces of news here. One is good news, and the other is bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? The students considered it for a moment and decided to listen to the good news first. The homeroom teacher cooperated with the excitement and said, This time, regardless of whether it is the liberal arts or science exam, our class unexpectedly obtained the first place in the entire school. For 3 years, we have been at the back of the pack. I did not expect to actually obtain the first place this time. The school has given us a bonus, so I plan to go to Qinghe River next week for a barbecue. What do you all think? The students cheered excitedly for a while, and all looked at Lu Yushi with gratitude. If it weren't for Lu Yushi's guidance, they would still be at the back of the line. Only Lu Yushi sat there calmly. If she guessed correctly, the bad news should be that super difficult question. What's the bad news? A student asked in response. The homeroom teacher's face also darkened. Without saying anything, he began to write on the blackboard. When Lu Yushi looked at the front, it was indeed such a super difficult question. She remembered that it was the same question in her previous life. It was a super difficult question that the school had spent a lot of money to hire the most senior professors in the country. A similar question appeared on the college entrance examination paper. This question was indeed very difficult. Although the senior professors had come up with this super difficult question, there was no easy way to solve it so far. It was only after many days of research that a simple method was discovered. Of course, Lu Yushi, who had already experienced her first life, had already mastered the simple method and key points very thoroughly. She remembered that in her previous life, the university often used this type of question as a practice question. Seeing the class advisor write a huge pile of questions on it, they could not understand it. Teacher, what the hell are you drawing on it? Why can't I understand it? The students who were slower to learn could not help but ask. The class advisor, Teacher, this seems to be a math question. Don't you teach Chinese? The class advisor. The class advisor continued to write speechlessly. In the end, he actually forgot about it. His heart was filled with contradictions. Under the watchful eyes of everyone, he stopped writing the chalk. He had read it many times before he could remember it. But when he was interrupted by these little brats, he forgot everything. Seeing the homeroom teacher stop writing the chalk for a long time, the more mischievous students could not help but tease her. Teacher, are you getting old and forgetting everything? The homeroom teacher was speechless once again. Actually, the homeroom teacher was only a 24-year-old female teacher. Her name was Su Yuan. She was cultured and elegant like a scroll. She treated all the students in her class very well, so the students were willing to joke with her. Lu Yushi had received a lot of care from her in her previous life. When Lu Yushi was accused of plagiarism, she had repeatedly explained to her that she was not that kind of person, but it did not work. Her youth had also made her a target for many teachers to bully. Even if our class was lagging behind in more than 20 classes and she was ridiculed by the other teachers, she would always smile and cheer for us. She was a responsible teacher. Looking at the teacher's conflicted look, Lu Yushi could not help but remind him, FYCC. The teacher suddenly came to a realization and continued writing. Halfway through writing, he suddenly looked at Lu Yushi in confusion. The students looked at Lu Yushi strangely. Lu Yushi ignored them and leaned on the table to rest. Students, look at the blackboard. This is the bad news I want to tell you. Yang Ran was puzzled. Teacher, why do you say this is bad news? The homeroom teacher patiently explained, this question is a super difficult one that has recently appeared in the school. It was written by the most senior professor in the country. Moreover, this question might appear in the college entrance exam. Because it is really difficult, the study gave you a test to try and write it down. Also, let me tell you that this question might account for about 25 points in the exam paper. What? So many? I can't even understand what it is. How are we supposed to write this? Didn't we lose 25 points for nothing? The students below burst into an uproar. That's right. Looking at Lu Yushi's dazed look, it seems that even the top genius in the school doesn't know. It's over. Don't even think about going to a good university. Seeing that the students were all very depressed, the homeroom teacher said somewhat at a loss, it's fine. This question has an answer. It's just a little complicated. It might be a little difficult to understand. The student said in surprise, Quick, homeroom teacher, quickly write it down and let us see it. The homeroom teacher braced herself and wrote. She was a Chinese teacher, and even though she had heard the entire question when it was written, it was still very difficult. She did not understand it at all and could only write it back to back. 10 minutes later, the homeroom teacher finished writing and stopped writing. The students were stunned. How could they understand such a blackboard if they could not even understand it? The homeroom teacher, she was only a Chinese teacher, and she did not know anything about math questions, so she could only look at everyone with wide eyes. The classroom was abnormally quiet, as if time had stopped at this moment. At this moment, Lu Yushi could not hold it in anymore and stood up from her seat. The students did not care and thought that she was going to the toilet. However, when she walked up to the podium, the students were no longer calm. The homeroom teacher asked, Lu Yushi, what's wrong? Do you have something to say? Lu Yushi, no. Teacher, I have a request. I don't know if you can agree to it. What? Teacher, can you sit in my seat? Can you lend me the podium? Lu Yushi asked bluntly. Although she wanted to ask why, the homeroom teacher still agreed. After seeing that the homeroom teacher was seated, Lu Yushi covered her mouth and picked up the blackboard eraser. She began to wipe from left to right. With her height of 168, she easily wiped the questions on the board, leaving only the questions and the classmates and homeroom teacher who had not yet reacted. Xiaoxi, what are you doing? Why are you wiping her properly? Yang Ran asked. Lu Yushi did not answer, but said, From now on, I will only say it once. If you like to remember, then remember. If you don't like to remember, then stay quiet and don't make any noise. As she said that, she started answering the questions in the black class. Remember what I said and what I wrote. Remember the F here as the easiest one and the Y ratio as? And then, perhaps it was because of Lu Yushi's confident and clear explanation and analysis, the students nodded and took out their notes. Even the teacher wiped out Lu Yushi's notes and started to write them down. Perhaps it was because he was too serious that he did not even notice the bell ringing. When a student was passing by with the test paper, he saw the teacher listening to the class below while the student was teaching. He unconsciously slowed down his footsteps. Class representative, why aren't you handing in your test paper at the entrance of class 20? Another student also came over to take a look. The person who handed in the test paper made a SHHH sound and asked him to look inside. That person followed his finger and looked inside in puzzlement. Wow, why is it a student giving a lecture and a teacher listening to the lecture? and they even listened to it in a proper manner. Is the world in chaos? Class representative. That's not the main point. Look at the blackboard. Wow, really? Isn't this the super difficult problem? Lu Yushi couldn't be solving the problem, right? The class representative rolled his eyes at him. Are you blind? You still want to ask, even though you know? It might not be right. It might just be writing down your own thoughts. That student continued to say. The class representative pulled out a piece of paper. I told you to take a good class, but you didn't listen. Look at the answer yourself. Isn't it the same, but it's all simplified? The student looked at the paper and compared it to the blackboard. Wow, is she human? She's indeed a genius. She can solve it like this. She's too awesome. I can't help but feel like she's bowing down to me. Wait, I'll call someone to listen. After saying that, she ran over. Not long after, she brought a large group of students over. All of them secretly gathered around the window and began to secretly learn. As expected, the #1 ranking in the entire school is not a joke. She really managed to solve it. Don't talk, quickly copy it, the student next to them reminded. The people inside were too serious and actually did not notice the large group of people that had appeared next to them. 10 minutes passed very quickly during the class break. Those who heard the news came to secretly learn. There were even some science students who skipped class to see if there was really someone who understood the explanation of this question. There were also a few people who sneaked into the back door of the classroom. The teacher who was in class came to the classroom and realized that there was no one there. He was angry and wanted to ask about the situation. Suddenly, he saw that the people in front of class 20 who were surrounded by 3 layers and 3 layers did not go to class. His anger immediately flared up. Didn't you hear the bell ring? Why aren't you in class yet? You don't want to hear the explanation of that question, do you? The students tacitly made something to shush him. Shoo, lower your voice. There's a lecture going on inside. The teacher wanted to get angry, but when he saw that the students were seriously taking notes and looking serious, he still felt strange and looked inside. He saw that a female student was lecturing, and all the students were listening very carefully. There was nothing special about it. When she glanced at the densely packed questions on the blackboard, she revealed a surprised look. Wasn't this the question she was going to talk about later? Why did it feel like the answer was different? Then she was very curious, and continued listening with curiosity. Principal Huang, not bad. The school's sanitation, facilities, and teaching system are so good that I have nothing to say. Mayor Liu patted Principal Huang and said. Mayor Liu suddenly brought all kinds of officials to conduct a surprise inspection, which really gave Principal Huang a shock. Fortunately, he usually paid attention to these aspects, or else he would have a bad impression of the school. Because it was a private school, the mayor paid more attention to whether it was for educational purposes or for profit. All the grade 12 students looked serious, and the officials all gave them good reviews. When he walked to class 15, he saw the empty classroom. The mayor was very puzzled. Didn't the grade 12 students stop some outdoor activities before the exam? What's the situation now? Principal Huang was confused. Maybe he went to some class? Seeing that he didn't know, Mayor Liu was too lazy to ask. He walked to the corner and found a class surrounded by many students. He asked Principal Huang angrily again. What's going on? Principal Huang? He didn't know either. Mayor Liu walked up angrily and patted a classmate on the shoulder. What are you doing? Why aren't you going back to class? The one who was patted on the shoulder was actually a teacher who stayed behind out of curiosity and then listened carefully. The teacher was also seriously taking notes. As there were more students in front of him, did he even stand up to take a look? Aya, don't disturb me. See for yourself. Mayor Liu asked another student, but he was still refused to explain because he didn't understand. He quickly summoned Principal Huang, who was breaking out in cold sweat. Go and see what's going on. Principal Huang peeked in from the back door to take a look. With a face full of surprise, he said to Mayor Liu, Mayor, do you still remember the super difficult problem this time? Mayor Liu recalled for a moment and expressed that he remembered. Principal Huang said, I took a look just now. It was a student who was explaining the super difficult problem this time. Mayor Liu did not think much of it. So what? The answer is already out, isn't it? It's not difficult to follow it now. Mayor, This is not an ordinary explanation. She is using another method to explain. The process of the explanation is simpler and more straightforward. Principal Huang said this with some pride. Mayor Lu frowned and went forward in disbelief. Lu Yushi confidently explained what she knew. Although she did not solve it herself and felt sorry for the person who solved this simple question, she should have known earlier to ensure the country's scientific progress. Duh, duh. The sound of chalk hitting the blackboard made Lu Yushi appear so professional. The serious look in her eyes made him feel that this girl was not an ordinary person. He had not seen the students listening seriously for a long time. Because they were the mayor, every time he checked, that perfunctory look always made him feel like he was not only studying. Who is she? The mayor asked. Principal Huang said, she is Lu Yushi, who is ranked first with a perfect score in this liberal arts exam. This child has a different look from other children, so I feel that her future prospects will definitely not be as simple and glorious as the number one in the whole school and the super difficult questions. Mayor Lu suddenly said these confusing words and left with the officials leaving behind a stunned Principal Huang. So, the result is obviously equal to square root 1. I don't know if you guys remember it. Lu Yushi, who had finally finished speaking, asked in an inquiring tone. 1 second, 2 seconds. There was a wave of applause. There was also a wave of applause that did not belong to the group. Good, well said. The boy who had found the person called out excitedly. The class representative felt a chill behind his back. As expected, he noticed that everyone's attention was shifted to this side. He said with a red face, "You idiot! What's your name? Now that you've been discovered, hurry up and leave." As he said that, he left with everyone. The curious teacher also took advantage of the chaos to leave. She did not want people to say that she listened to a student's lecture for so long. Huh. The students laughed as they looked at the students who were running around outside. Xiaoxi, do you want to take in a disciple? Yang Ran said, as if she was causing trouble. Lu Yushi rolled her eyes at her. Wow, Lu Yushi, you are really a genius. You actually know such a question. I really admire you. Yeah, you are too amazing. The praises one after another did not make Lu Yushi happy. Instead, they reminded her of her previous life. Her previous life's results always made her father worry about her. In the future, she would not. Not only did she not realize it, but Lu Yushi was very busy at the start. The English competition entered the finals without any expectations. Lao Min had also restored the number of customers in the clothing area. However, Lu Yushi did not find her own store, so she could only start searching frantically. Finally, she suddenly thought of a way to get the best of both worlds. It was to buy a store next to the hair salon. After choosing the clothes, she could also learn how to do a casual hairstyle. Since it was a prime location and was relatively large, the price was much more expensive all of a sudden. Lu Yushi spent 10 million yuan. In addition to the decorations and other decorations, she spent another 500,000 yuan. All of a sudden, Lu Yushi's 135 million yuan was only left with 2 million yuan. Lu Yushi suddenly felt that it was very difficult to earn money, and spending money was really easy. As the middle school examination was getting closer and closer, the class teacher agreed to the matter of going out for a barbecue in order to make the students less nervous. Lu Yushi felt a little bored and did not want to go, but Yang Ran cried, threw a tantrum, and hanged himself. Lu Yushi could only helplessly agree to go. At 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, everyone excitedly carried their backpacks and boarded the bus. Only Lu Yushi looked listless. Yang Ran sat next to Lu Yushi. When she saw that Lu Yushi's face was smelly, she said angrily, Xiaoxi, what are you doing? The college entrance examination is so stressful. It's not easy for everyone to come out to relax. Why are you so listless? Lu Yushi forced out a smile. How could she be energetic? In order to open the business as soon as possible, she stayed up all night last Friday to draw the design of the clothes. Who knew that she would be suddenly informed to go for a barbecue early in the morning? How could she be energetic? That's more like it. It looks so good when you smile like that. Yang Ran pinched Lu Yushi's face and said, All right, I'm not going to the place I mentioned last time. Today, I'm going to the bottom of Heartbreak Cliff. I heard that it's super beautiful and the clear waterfall and stream are the characteristics of that place. The naturally formed cave reminds me of the days when I met the handsome male lead on TV, Yang Ran said with a face full of infatuation. Lu Yushi rolled her eyes. How could she think of that? What a talent. I think you've been watching too much TV and you're going to be dumbfounded. That place is a famous scenic spot. There are so many people there. You won't have the chance to meet the handsome male lead. Lu Yushi's words poured cold water all over Yang Ran's body, making her have the urge to strangle the woman in front of her. Are you angry? Lu Yushi tugged at Yang Ran's clothes and asked. Yang Ran, HMPH. Sigh. As expected, she couldn't change this child's temper. She had to be coaxed again. I'm giving you a present. You can't be angry anymore. Yang Ran glanced over. She was looking forward to it, but didn't dare to look at it. Lu Yushi took out a pink cap from her bag and put it on Yang Ran's head. Then, she grabbed it and looked at it in confusion. She said happily, Wow, Xiaoxi, this is so beautiful. Where did you buy it? I bought it at a department store. Nonsense. I knew that I was going to play the next day on Friday. I didn't even see it when I went shopping the whole night, Yang Ran retorted. You knew on Friday? How do we know on the next day? Lu Yushi was confused. Yang Ran chuckled to herself. She didn't dare to say that the class director wanted her to inform her, but she forgot because she was too excited. I don't understand either. Where did you buy the CAP? I bought it at my store. I just changed a little. I was going to give it to you for your birthday, but I didn't expect to go out to play, so I brought it with me. Birthday? That's right. My coming-of-age ceremony is in half a month. We were born on the same day, so it will be our coming-of-age ceremony. How about we have a party together? Yang Ran became even more excited when she said this. Lu Yushi closed her eyes and wanted to sleep. Yeah, whatever you want. They arrived at the foot of the Heartbreak Cliff in a noisy way. The weather was very good, and there were more people. They found a better place, and the students started to put their things. Lu Yushi sat leisurely by the river and yawned, looking like she wanted to sleep. The rest of the students divided their work and worked together. The reason why Lu Yushi was so relaxed was because the students thanked her for explaining the super difficult problems. At this time, the sky was not as beautiful as it seemed. Looking at the sudden change in the weather, everyone's mood instantly fell to the bottom of the valley, just like the name of this place. The tourists also packed their things and went back. Students, you have also seen the change in the weather. Why don't we find a place to stay first? There is no hotel here, so we can only find a comfortable hotel. What do you think about coming back when the weather is good? The idea that the class director came up with was approved by all the students. Therefore, the students packed their things and went to find a more comfortable hotel. They forgot about Lu Yushi, who was waiting for a nap by the river. The rain started to fall. It was very big, and it dripped on the person's body, causing a slight pain. Lu Yushi opened her eyes and saw that it was raining. She decisively ran to the base camp to gather, but to her surprise, there was no one there. Lu Yushi had no choice but to run. She randomly found a guest to take shelter from the rain. She wanted to take out her phone to call Yang Ran, but she suddenly realized that she had left her bag by the river. Lu Yushi took a look. The rain was not very heavy, so she rushed out. Halfway there, the rain was getting heavier. Lu Yu had no choice but to quicken her pace. She did not want to get wet on the phone. She did not have money, so she could not stay in a hotel. When she reached the river, Lu Yu grabbed her backpack and ran. Suddenly, a black ball that looked like a heavy object fell in front of her, giving her a fright. She could not have been so melodramatic as to meet a handsome man in such a place and then save him to live in a cave. Right? How was that possible? This was Heartbreak Cliff. It was so high up. He couldn't have jumped down because he wanted to, right? Black Ball snorted and moved hard. Perhaps he really didn't have any strength left, so it was a little difficult for him to stand up. Hello, do you need help? Lu Yushi asked a useless question despite knowing the answer. The F***CK off was not very loud, but was enough for Lu Yushi to hear clearly. Lu Yushi touched her arm. It was so cold. How could a person talk so cold? Was it because of the rain? Lu Yushi was angered by the word F***CK off that he said. She snorted coldly and ran over. Since she could speak, she would not die. Her attitude was so bad that she could not be bothered to help him up. It was not that she was cruel, but she had saved a man last time. As she ran, Lu Yushi sighed and ran back in worry. The rain was so heavy that people who did not know would think that she had gone crazy in the storm. When she ran back, the black thing was still there. Although his attitude was a little bad, she was kind-hearted and could not let her die. If she ignored the heavy rain and got drenched, she would either die or be crippled. She kicked him hard in retaliation, and the thing snorted coldly. "I'll save you today. You should thank Madame Shui and Mr. Liu for giving you such a savior." Lu Yushi flipped him over with force. Her face was covered in dirt, so she could not see his face clearly. "Scram!" The man's weak voice still carried some coldness. Lu Yushi rolled her eyes at him. He was already like this, yet he still refused to budge.